Hey everyone, welcome to Do Ghosts Be Real, episode 14. You may have noticed that we skipped a number. We decided to not to switch topics, but we decided to branch out a little bit. Not that we don't love talking about ghosts, but we decided we want to talk about other stuff too. So we decided to talk about some UFOs and some other events related to UFOs
Some
and
extraterrestrial life, some fun, some Skinwalker Ranch.
and some apparently some classified U.S. government secrets because the men in black showed up at our doors and took our footage.
See, episode 13 was Skinwalker Ranch,
Yeah.
but we're not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, we're
so
not allowed to
we're
talk
not
about it.
going to.
But we will still.
But we're
talk
still
about
going to
it.
talk about it.
In reality, what happened is, I forgot to plug the computer in, so the audio crapped out at an hour 7. You guys were going to get a great episode.
Yeah,
it was
I would've-
probably around like 2.5 hours.
It was 2.5 hours.
Possibly
Yeah.
the greatest episode of all time of this
Yeah.
podcast, but no one will ever know. I forgot to plug it in, and Simon deleted. What happened on your end?
I deleted a bunch of videos to make space, and it went into the newly created Samsung bin.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
exactly what we talked about.
That's Android all across the
Yes.
board.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I got
okay,
it on my Huawei phone
Okay,
as
yeah,
well.
so-
I'm having the issue too.
So Google fucked us over, and we would have at least had something, but no, we only recorded like 10 minutes because I deleted like 30 gigabytes of podcast footage, and it did not get deleted. It just went to the bin. So this time I switched it to the internal storage, and I deleted stuff.
So, this episode is aptly named Episode 14. Episode 13 is classified.
It is.
It was a fantastic episode that you will never get to listen
It
to.
was just for us, and it was a great episode.
great.
We had lots of fun. You guys would have loved it.
It was party time.
It was.
Like, we had a great time. We
Well,
laughed. We
That's
cried.
okay. We're gonna have a great time. This
We're gonna
time,
have a good
too.
time.
We always have a good time.
Exactly.
So we're gonna probably take another we're gonna swing hard at
Yeah.
Skinwalker again.
Yep.
And probably shoehorn in some other stuff. We're thinking that we're gonna probably cast a wider net going forward. We're gonna talk UFOs. We're gonna talk ghosts. We're always gonna talk ghosts.
Yep.
But we're gonna talk UFOs, cryptids. I don't know. Hey, let us know
Shadow-
what you want us to talk
Shadow
about.
people. We'll do a shadow people
Hey,
episode.
man, that falls underneath the ghost category.
Oh yeah.
If you don't listen to the Middle Eastern's jinn theory,
save
jinn-
it for the
yeah.
show because we're gonna do I want to hear about that.
Oh, it is wild. They're considered a different race as opposed to people. Like they
Okay.
evolved at the same time as people did.
Okay.
So it's very weird and creepy, and
Oh, sounds fascinating.
got a lot to dive in on that one. 'cause that
Sounds,
is a
sounds
long
totally real and entirely convincing. I'm already
Entirely
shaking in
possible.
my boots.
We've got some totally real and entirely convincing things to talk about today.
Absolutely. But do we want to talk about our totally real and entirely convincing lives for a little bit
Sure,
first?
yeah.
What have
Sure.
you guys been up to?
Breaking shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
happened there?
Oh,
Just give us a little bit.
I work on computers for a living, and this has never happened before. I picked up a client's computer, and the front plate like snapped off, and it fell, and it broke. So
Oh, no.
Now-
it was just the exterior that broke. But
Okay.
still, you can't just give someone. You're like they're a paying client. You can't just have someone drop off their computer and be like, "Hi, I'm paying you multiple hundreds of dollars to fix my shit. Can I get?" And then you can't just give it back broken.
Hey, you know what
It
though?
seems fun.
Sastel tried to do me dirty just like that one time. I used to have a Samsung Galaxy S5 that I took in for repair because the charge port was all screwy. It wasn't
Right.
working anymore. So I took it in, and it had that problem and nothing else. There wasn't anything else wrong with it except for like a few aesthetic problems. There was no crack in the screen, anything like that.
Sure.
I go to pick it up because they give me a call and they're like, "Hey, so we were told to call you if the repair costs any more than $100. It's actually going to be like $275 because of the screen and all that." It's like, what are you talking
What do you
about?
mean the screen? Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, the problem with the screen." I was like, "What?" And it's like, "Yeah, no, I'm absolutely not paying that." So I go to pick up the phone, and they hand me an envelope across the table, and I open it up, and the screen's just destroyed.
Shattered.
It's absolutely shattered. So that was we exchanged some words. See,
yeah.
now I'm back on Sastel these days, but I took a hiatus for a little while. It actually was
Understandably so.
unrelated, but
Understandably so.
Yeah.
but it was entirely unrelated. I definitely did another 2 years with that Sastel after they pulled that. But I talked to some managers. I got my Karen on.
Nice. I've done that before.
And they gave me a new phone. So
Karening is satisfying sometimes.
It was great,
As long
yeah.
as you're carrying.
In this case, where it's like I dropped off my phone,
Yeah.
and I got it back, and it's just mangled.
That's justified.
The sales representative at the time, and I won't besmirch SaskTel. They're treating me real nice these days.
You got a
but I won't get into that because that's classified. But the sales representative that I was dealing with at the time goes after I tell her, hey, like, I absolutely didn't break this. This is unacceptable. You guys are going to have to pay to fix this. Like, don't fix the port, fine. I can take the battery out and charge it separately, but, like, you're absolutely not giving me this phone back in this condition. You're going to have to do something for me. Yeah. And what she does is she calls over another employee and says right in front of me, she goes, so allegedly this wasn't broken before, and he's claiming that we broke it, and that steamed me right up.
Oh, yeah.
So I wasn't pleased about that.
That kind of attitude would make me instantly see red.
That gives me a real...
So I mean, they're big telecommunications companies trying to pull that move. So I think you could probably pull it off, hand it back. Hey,
the difference
this is broken.
SaskTel's like $1 billion crown corporation.
Yeah.
We're like a 3-man operation. I think we're a little more vulnerable to bad reviews.
You guys are making billions. I knew it.
I wish.
He just doxed his dang company.
Simon rolled up here in his Bugatti.
Yeah, that's right. Our awesome.
I think we've already talked about your Hyundai on this show.
Oh yeah, we have.
It's in better condition now.
Man,
it's okay.
It gets you from point A to point B.
It's doing what it needs to do.
It will last until I get an electric car.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's the important part.
That's a really good outlook on that. I respect that outlook. Yeah. That's what I'm hoping my pieces of shit do. Yeah. But
if anyone's listening to this, don't buy a fucking gas car in 2021. Don't do it.
Hey, or do. And you know what? Buy like a big old diesel truck and put a smokestack on it, get it chipped so you can coal roll.
Yeah,
people.
I was gonna say I'll only respect it if they're coal rolling. Preferably in front of my house at 2 a.m.
Oh,
that's
man,
very
I love
important.
That. Is that like a true story? Have people been coal rolling in front of your house?
Does that happen quite frequently?
I had a roommate who I no longer is no longer a member of the house, but they were a big member of the car scene here. And they were friends with some interesting people.
Some Tokyo drifters.
Yeah, but imagine that in F-350s. So like the Farmer Hick version of Tokyo Drift.
Oh man!
So that sometimes we have lineups of trucks out in front of our house.
That's pretty cool.
They sent us a Snapchat once of them going down the highway at 250 kilometers an hour in some massive truck that was like shaking as they were going on the road because they were going so fast, and I was like, holy shit.
Well, these people. Okay, this is why I'm like, hey, maybe like natural selection will run its course one day, because these people are clearly stupid.
I think our society is too coddled for that. I think so. I think you can just go to the store and buy, chicken. You don't have to actually raise and then slaughter that chicken.
No. I'm meaning like if you're doing that, like chances are one day you're just going to die. Yeah. And no one will question it.
Once
they'll be like, you know what?
Once technology gets more advanced, like if we ever get flying cars, people will just kill themselves.
There should, the way things are going with monitoring and all that sort of stuff, it's going to hit a point where if you exceed a certain speed, the police are just gonna get some sort of notice, and it's not gonna be like, hey, go get these people. It's gonna be like, hey, don't send the ambulance when this thing crashes. They did this to themselves.
Savage.
We have far too many people.
There's a point where you're basically just signing a waiver that if you fucking careen into something, you're entirely liable.
If your Tesla insurance goes down too low, the ambulance just doesn't come.
Oh man.
Now that's one way to like optimize society.
I mean, I guess
that might not be a popular opinion.
Yeah,
I might be getting into some sort of strange eugenics territory that doesn't actually involve procreating.
Yeah.
Now, my question to you: were these guys shorter guys, or
there
was a lot of them?
Yeah, but were they short kings or
no?
Tiny penis, got it.
They were they were way taller than you. They
most of them
giants. Most dudes were all 6'3" plus.
Probably
huge dudes. Those guys were swinging. I saw it. I saw it myself.
I touched it.
They're just rods.
They showed me.
I actually he asked.
Well, that's why they lift up their trucks, right?
Yeah.
So their penis doesn't drag on the ground.
Exactly.
And it's a medical thing, really.
It's a
did you know that
problem.
In Saskatchewan you actually have to get a prescription from a doctor to get past a certain amount of lift? It's not actually legal to have that much lift without a dong that scrapes the pavement.
Did you know they only prescribe this if you go in to get a penis installment? They're like, no, bro, we got you.
No, we can sort you out. Don't worry, homie. We got you.
You're gonna be
the doctor does call you homie. It is very unprofessional.
We're gonna hook you up with a $130,000 truck, and you're gonna be golden.
You will be working the rigs for the rest of your life.
And living with your mom.
With the cost of all kinds of medical prosthetics and stuff like that, it's not all that far out of left field. You know, we've got a buddy he's like missing part of an arm.
Yeah.
He was born that way.
Elbow, right?
Yeah. So he's got like the joint and stuff, but he had like this really super cool robotic arm that we'd shut up, Parker.
Yeah.
What up, dude?
Happy belated birthday, Parker.
Happy belated birthday, buddy.
Great, dude. But he had all kinds of crazy prosthetics, and them boys, they were paid for. I think that they're partly. I don't know. I think that maybe I shouldn't be making these claims, but I think that there was some sort of something involving the government covering part of it anyway.
I'm gonna
but I know that
and say if you're born like that,
Yeah.
the government should probably hook it up.
And
a
I think
bit.
they did, but he had like this crazy fucking robotic prosthetic arm with a hand that clenched, and it was the coolest fucking thing ever.
Oh my god.
It was very cool. He let us play with it a few times.
Yeah.
You put your hand in there and like go.
You just gotta get it to hold the fleshlight, and then it's like you're not even doing anything.
That's the stranger on a whole nother level, dude.
Exactly.
Man, I remember.
You don't even have to sit on your
Was
hand.
that his arm that had like the fake skin on it? That looked very realistic.
That thing
Oh,
rocks,
man.
dude. Maybe there was more than one. I don't know. My man be like a Swiss Army man. He's got all kinds of cool attachments.
Dude, I remember one story. I don't know if I was with him when this happened or if I only heard it or him telling me this, but it was when we were in grade 12, right? And there was a bunch of grade 9s. And he loosened off his arm, right?
Oh, he did he pull the classic?
And he walked by them and then just dropped it on the ground.
He loved that move.
He loved that move. And the kid just like,
You gotta have fun with it.
Here you go.
Absolutely.
Man, if I got the story completely wrong, please correct me, Parker.
I saw him
It's
do
so
that
funny.
move more than once.
It's so fun. Every time it is hilarious. So, I mean,
Props to him.
speaking of like cool robots and stuff, let's talk about some damn aliens.
Yeah. We talked. We're gonna just.
We're just gonna.
We talked about Simon stuff.
Oh.
Spencer's feeling a little.
You know what? I don't
sorry.
give. Let's fucking talk aliens, dude. I don't. Nothing's going on in my life. I'll just go fuck myself.
I'm sorry. I
So
totally
the
forgot.
Skinwalker Ranch. So
know
this initially, like it's called the Skinwalker Ranch, and that's sort of like a marketing
We're
thing.
not actually going into that right now, are
Oh,
we?
we are.
I want to hear your fucking
No,
story.
we're going into it. I got no
Like
stories,
a
dude.
fucking scorned
They're
woman.
canceled.
He's striking back.
It's over, dude.
You don't
I had
get
nothing
to hear
say,
my
brother.
story.
We're fucking moving on.
Oh, you don't want to hear this? You'll never get to hear it.
I had all kinds of cool shit to say, but I don't anymore.
To be fair, I totally blanked on like us
We
actually
also
talking about our days.
skipped over your shit too.
Yeah, my shit isn't
Like
important though. I'm just like,
well, I wasn't saying my shit was important.
I don't know about you, but I'm just staring at a screen all day.
I'm not doing anything at all.
Okay.
I had nothing going on.
All right.
Spencer's busy winning shit.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of Slipknot recently.
Oh, you're getting back into it?
Yeah, I've been going back to my music tastes of my boyhood, and I was sitting in my car the other day listening to several choice tracks by Slipknot, and then realizing how much how much I loved that stuff, but B, how incredibly funny it is. Like just sitting there laughing so hard, thinking about how much this music meant to me, and how incredibly wimpy the lyrics are. It's all just like, it's just, man, it's school shooter music through and through.
I'm mad at my dad.
It might as well
It's
be.
more or less.
But
I'm mad at my
rocks.
dad
Yeah.
stuff. Like it isn't like your Swedish death metal by any stretch
No.
of the imagination.
It's all about like
but
how women don't look at you and you're sad about it and stuff like that.
It's like
that this is normal reality. I'm used to it by this point.
I was gonna say, so it's incel music.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Well, not
I don't
actually.
know. Something like
that was-
that.
that was-
I don't really know
Before
what it
it
is.
was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incel before it
Yeah.
was cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is all, but I like it. So
it's good.
It's
Man,
cool.
that is fun. Like reliving your youth music is so much fun. So
I just
like,
want to break stuff, dude.
bro, what am I, man?
I went back through one of my playlists from when I was like a teenager the other day, like early teens.
Yeah.
And I found fucking Metro Station. I listened to that an embarrassing amount of times, and it's garbage. Like actual trash. Like if there's such thing as a music track that sets your speakers on fire,
Yeah.
it's that.
Yeah, that's
And
too bad.
I'm
I can't say that
embarrassed.
I can't actually say that I ever heard that. I'm sure I
good.
heard it. I for sure heard it, but I can't put a fucking sound.
Well,
to
I'm
it.
never gonna play it for you.
Oh man,
Man,
I'm gonna have to check it out now.
at least your guys is just like, oh yeah, I'm reliving my childhood. I'm just like, I'm wondering what these TikTok youths are into today, and now I'm going to listen to it. Oh boy, I don't understand this music at all, but I want to seem cool.
You're not with it anymore when you refer to them as youths.
Oh man,
The
I
youth.
haven't been with it. Like even when I was a
don't
youth,
think- yeah,
I
I've
was
never been
I was
with it.
never with it.
I
I don't
never
think
had.
yeah.
I never
So I
listened
guess
to cool
that's
music.
3 for 3. None of
Yeah.
us were with it.
No.
I had like a very short period of being a little bit of a hip boy, but that was just a smoke screen so I could trap my wife.
That's fair.
Man, that is a sneaky move.
It worked for you.
It did
worked-
work,
it
and
worked
she's still
quite
around.
well.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
all the
she
other
she now knows. You know, I'm looking at the other side of the room where there's a shelf full of 2-foot tall robots made out of plastic. She had no idea what she was in for.
Yeah, at least she accepts it.
I mean,
It's
she
not-
tolerates it.
I was gonna say it's not so much acceptance as it is a tolerance.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they are in the basement.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
They're not where the company can see them.
Exactly.
The basement looks better than it used to. The
does.
basement
It
used
looks
to be
great,
a
dude.
real hellhole.
Basement looks great.
It was no
You
good.
guys really did a good job cleaning it up.
Basement studio is fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's man, I don't understand music. I never have. First off,
I think I understand music. I don't know.
I like
I
music.
couldn't
I
write
think
it.
I
I've
understand
been
it.
listening to Amy Winehouse a bunch this week.
You don't
She's
understand
great.
music.
No,
you're just are you a sad alcoholic?
no, I just like her voice. It's great.
Fair enough,
And then I just like to imagine her dying in her bathtub.
man.
I don't actually do that though.
That is
Just
that is
saying.
some dark commentary by Simon.
I plenty like I love she's got like that kind of jazzy lounge singer thing, and
Yeah.
I like that sort of stuff, but try to make me go to rehab.
I hate
but I
that
said
song.
no. I hate it, dude.
I hate that
it's
song.
no good.
Yeah.
That song is terrible.
I don't
agree.
like her.
I agree with that song.
She's
It's terrible.
junk. Rest in peace.
Happy birthday in heaven.
Yeah.
No,
You're
but
garbage.
you're garbage, but we liked your other stuff.
Listen, dead lady.
Listen, cut it out.
Knock
You're
it
un-
off.
you're
She
un-
did. She knocked it off.
She permanently knocked it
to
off.
the nth degree.
Should we talk about aliens?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
Maybe.
so. Dude, all I've been doing is sitting at a computer and reading textbooks.
We've heard enough about you. No, wait, I don't know why. I don't know. I took it that way.
Man,
I don't know. I took it in that
You've been
direction.
doing like statistics, right?
that was a bit today, but I'm mostly like learning research methods and psychology. And,
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
Have you won any prizes? Though?
I have not because I have not been.
You haven't
signing
been
up for
winning any prizes? Man,
No,
what are you doing,
unlike
dude?
my man here,
Yeah.
won the cast a dope fucking skull.
But yeah, I want a damn cat skull.
A cat
made
skull.
out of agate. See, I actually put these skulls front and center this time. No one's gonna be able to see them even there.
No, probably not.
No, not
But-
there, nor like if they're
Or
listening to
anywhere,
audio, they'll be very confused
Yeah.
on what you're talking
But
about.
we're gonna this podcast is about to have more skulls.
It
And
is.
who knows? Maybe I'll even more strategically place them. I don't know. Probably not.
You can go from being the doll hour to the skull hour.
We'll just
Yeah,
have,
I like that,
man.
dude.
We just need to be angsty boys,
Yeah, we don't have any dolls,
Dudes.
but we do have 2 skulls, dude.
man. We gotta
and we're
get,
gonna have 3.
man. We gotta get like those fake clip-on rings and just do the fake snake bites and
God.
get our nose fake pierced
With some tattoo sleeves.
Yes,
Like
like the ones that you just slide on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna be like every other ghost hunting show in existence. Like
We gotta
dude,
look the part, dude.
Oh man, like if you go, because we've been doing Spooky Sunday for a while. Spencer always pops in from time to time. He usually jokes around, and
I
we have
usually
a,
do something rude.
we have a fun time.
I actually forgot about that entirely.
But
I'm sorry I haven't joined.
oh no, it's fine, dude. But like every time we watch a video, the ghost hunters are exactly what you think they look like.
Yes.
It's just like
At least like the ones in North America.
Oh, yeah,
Ghost
yeah.
hunters. There's a wide range of types of ghost
Man,
hunters.
I-
What's the Chinese guy's name? Who's always
Long.
Zhao Long.
He's my man.
Shout out Zhao Long.
he's a wild boy.
Screaming "fuck you, motherfucker" to all the ghosts.
Yeah, yeah. He.
Sounds like a character.
Oh man, it is so funny because he just goes to the abandoned places and he's just like screaming
And
obscenities.
he's by himself.
He's by himself screaming obscenities at ghosts, but he's also like whimper crying while he's doing it. So it's very confusing. Emotionally, I'm very confused.
I don't know what
on how
he's
to
getting
feel.
out of it. If I'm being entirely honest, I think there might be more to the story.
There might be some mental illness going on.
It's concerning, to say the least.
I mean, at this point, a lot of things are very concerning.
Yeah.
Just looking at shit, you're like, oh boy, that is some high level mental illness on that one. Hooray, my favorite.
I don't know. Does he have lots of views on these?
North American, no,
Oh.
but he streams it to a Chinese website,
yeah.
so like
He
he
does
could
that,
be
and then
a
it's-
huge fucking deal
Yeah.
in
A
China, and
lot of
we'd have
that's-
no idea.
A lot of that stuff, most of the videos you guys are watching are from nukes, right?
Majority, yeah. We
Yeah,
started
so-
watching Mindseed.
So, I don't know what that is,
Oh,
but
man.
but so a lot of the Zhao Long shit, Nuke has a ton of viewers.
Yeah.
Nuke's top 5 on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Don't heard of
But
that.
no, Mindseed does like ghost investigations.
Okay.
Man, the one I watched was so fucking funny, dude. Because the dude's like, there's something weird in this house kind of thing, and you know
I can feel it.
their equipment isn't picking up anything. Fucking lo and behold, no shit. And then and then they're walking down the stairs and you hear this thud and the one dude just like falls behind them like he's on flat ground.
How big is he?
He's not a big guy. Like
Oh.
he's probably my height and a bit bigger of a build.
Spencer just wants to watch the fat people fall.
I was just hoping like an absolute unit of a dude, like a fridge of a man, fell down behind them and then took everybody else.
No, he was on a flat ground.
Oh, okay.
And fell.
Well, I'm sorry that
And-
he fell then.
And then no. It was the classic horror movie pullback. So you just see him just slide out of frame.
Yeah, okay.
I'm like, all right. And then he's acting all shocked and To be fair though,
I was just hoping that it was some sort of AFV type moment.
Yeah.
if
I like how
it
you
was
described him as a fridge.
Man,
just a
if you-
unit of a boy.
Yeah, if you're like, I don't know, if you've spent any time going to like metal shows or anything like
Yeah.
that and spent any time in the pit, you're very aware of like just absolute units of dudes, like fridge sized, man.
I believe it.
It's
My
fucking pounding around in there.
my vagina's too soft. To go
Oh
up
man,
there.
you'd love it. Come on now, it's fun. It
Yeah,
is
I'm-
genuinely so much
I
fun.
know, yeah, I know. One day, I did tell you guys one day I would go to a metal show with you and Andrew.
I
One
I
day
mean
I
when
will.
COVID ends.
Yeah. So never.
Which-
at this
So
point.
never.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that
so
will
at
never
this
be at a
point,
metal show
it might
ever
be
again.
like 25 years. 30
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, and then we're gonna be too fucking old.
We'll be
dude.
about
We're almost,
60.
We're, God damn it, almost all of us. We're all very near the 30 mark at this point.
Dangerously.
You're on the precipice, and we're
Yeah.
within firing range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just over
Yeah.
here having a constant existential crisis about my impending doom.
Yeah.
Damn.
What happened? I was supposed to be dead by now.
What is going on? I
didn't-
didn't sign up for this.
12-year-old me did not think this would happen.
Yeah, no, well, shit. At least, you know what? I would love to say, my thoughts aren't nearly as morbid as they used to be. Because before
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
good, dude.
oh, I will just live and die in the factory. And now I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
you genuinely were like talking to you probably even like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
That's where you were at.
yeah, I was just like, I'll be here and it's fine.
And then you kind of like branched out and you're like, you know what? Maybe I'll get a different job. And then you're like, wait a second. Maybe I'll become a different man. I'm gonna get educated, baby.
Maybe I'll just hit the books and see
Yeah.
what happens. So far, so good. I'm sitting at a nice 85 average.
That's pretty
Well, listen to
solid.
this guy fucking bragging.
It's pretty solid.
Dude, as a guy who was just an absolute idiot in high school,
You weren't an idiot. You just didn't care, dude.
no, I hated it.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
want to be
and
there.
you're happy to be there now. You chose to be
Yeah,
there.
dude, I was the same way in high school. I couldn't give a fuck. It's not that I couldn't give a fuck. I just I'd rather Maybe I'm just fucking ADD. I don't know, but I could just never focus on it.
No,
I can't relate with you
I can't
jackasses. I killed high school.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I genuinely did
Wow,
very
good-
well
good
in
for
high
you.
school. Yeah, I was high honor roll, baby.
I graduated
but
with
I
honors too.
almost I almost failed one. I almost failed one class in grade 9, I think.
Dog.
And then I turned it around, and I am ADHD, baby.
Yeah.
You're looking.
I'm a fucking wingnut.
You're
dude.
looking at the 60 average king here.
Oh yeah.
Man, I
was
love that
sitting
though.
at 60.
I was
Like from grade 10 to about grade 12, just 60s.
Hell yeah.
I was like, why apply myself when I can just not try and get a 60?
I was the same way in like early high school, like from grade 8, grade 9, grade 10. I like didn't give a fuck, and then I realized that I was actually gonna have to buckle down and learn some things. And this is gonna sound hilarious given the fact that in those grades I had like 60s, but I wanted to be a doctor, so I was like, okay, I need to actually apply myself. So the first semester of grade 11, I finished with like a 96 average, and I was like, hell yeah, I can actually do it. Vindication. And then for the next 2 years, I kept it really high.
I lied. I definitely wasn't high honor roll. I was honor roll.
Oh, okay.
Because I got a 52 in a math class, baby.
Yeah.
So.
I mean,
I played sevens with you before.
Oh, dude, I can't do math in my head. I can't.
yeah, no, mental math.
Especially if I've been drinking.
The doctor is out, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, I can diagnose people all day long, and I can't do that. I could theoretically diagnose people, but I can't. Don't ask me to do fucking algebra in my head.
No, that's not.
Dude, I can't I don't know. I genuinely don't know how to. I was thinking the other day, I was like, I wonder. Like, I use a calculator for fucking everything.
Yeah.
I don't think I could multiply I don't remember how to multiply 2 4-digit numbers together, like carrying the ones and
Right.
shit
No,
like
it's
that.
not.
I still remember that, but like, it's
Listen,
not. You just,
I don't.
Listen.
You think you're
Just
fucking
carry it.
better than me, dude?
What I loved, teachers in high school, you'll never have a
I
calculator
was just gonna
on
say
you at
that.
all times.
I
Yeah.
Fuck yourself.
when I was in like grade 4 and 5, and they were like, "You got to learn your times tables," and I was like, "This is bullshit."
I can do my
why
nines,
can't I
dude.
just have a calculator?
I can do my nines real good.
Yeah.
I can do 5s. and
Can you
that's
use your
about it.
hand? Do you know the hand trick for the nines?
I don't.
Dude, 1 through 9, like 1
Mm-hmm.
through 9 times 9. If you go, okay, so 2 times 9, I'm holding the microphone, so I can't do it. But we're going to imagine my right hand here that I'm holding the mic with. That's all 5 of my fingers up. So 2 times 9, I'm going to drop this finger. I'm looking at this. So I got a 1 on the left side, and then I've got 8 fingers on the other side. That's 18, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to go 4 times 9. So we're going to drop this 4th finger. And then we got 3 on this side, 6 on this side. That's 36, baby.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
and then
that's
9
a
times
fun
9,
trick.
we got 8 on this side, 1 on this side. That's 81, dude. But don't ask me how to do any further past that, because then I'll have to think about it.
I did not know that.
That's a hot trick, dude.
That's pretty cool.
For the people out there at home.
To be fair, though, you go at it at a smart way. Mine was like, okay, well, I'll take 11 times the number and then just add 9 to it.
I don't know what
that
that
would-
means, dude.
Like,
That's probably a better way to do it. You're doing more mental
I'm
math.
doing 12s, like to get the times 12.
I'm just over here.
Oh,
I'm just over here drooling in the corner.
Yeah, don't worry
I
about
can
it.
do 5s. 5s rock.
Fives
Yeah,
are
yeah.
easy.
5s are awesome.
Big fan of the metric
Surprisingly,
system.
5s very, very easy.
Very easy.
Although reading statistics today, I'm like, okay, well, I think I understand this. Then I look at it, and go, I don't understand this at all. Well,
Thankfully, you're not in the class yet, right?
yeah, I'm not in the class.
You're
It's
just doing recreational statistics.
no, they're breezing
As you
over
do.
it in my psychology textbook because
Oh,
they're like,
you mean for like reading like case studies
Yeah.
and stuff like that? Okay, yeah.
that's kind of important
Yeah.
to. And I mean, for the most part, nowadays statistics are all computer program based.
Yeah, which makes
So,
sense.
which is very nice because then you just plug in your programs and guess what? Or plug in your numbers and guess what? It does it for you.
That's cool. Yeah.
So, I mean, like,
Speaking of computer programs, this is totally aside. Did you hear that literally just today scientists completed the world's first quantum computing network?
No, that's
Which is
cool
like
though.
that's like the equivalent of like the first internet in like the 70s.
now how
that's very
quickly can I pirate movies off of it?
cool. Not at all.
Well, then that's useless to me.
It's for encryption.
I don't like it. I hate it. Get it out of here.
It's-
You know what I started doing today? I started entering. So I've been entering all the giveaways, and I win every 2.2 days now at this point. Only today have I started entering giveaways for crypto and NFTs, and I don't understand either of them, but I did make myself a MetaMask ERC20 wallet so that I can collect them.
Okay.
Anyway, quantum computing. Back to you, Simon.
That's all I had to say. That was it.
Man, that's pretty exciting.
Steamroller spin is at it again.
My man's trying to get himself some bitcoins.
And I want to just want to get any of the shit coins that they'll give me. And there are a lot of people giving away all kinds of worthless crypto entities out there.
See, that's why I never did like crypto investing. Like when I remember like Bitcoin came out in 2009.
Yeah.
When I was still when we were all still in high school.
Oh, I remember it.
I remember hearing about it, and I was like, okay, like that has some potential. And I guess at the time it was the only cryptocurrency, so it makes sense that if
was
you were
it the only one? I don't know that for sure.
And it was like it was worth like 0.0007.
I don't think.
Yeah,
I
you
think
could buy thousands of bitcoins.
Did
for
it
$1.
drop
Yeah.
in 2009 or did it drop in 08? Because I remember being in
2009.
grade 8. And there were kids talking about it when we were
they-
in Ontario,
They announced it, in
and these
2008.
kids were setting up fucking mining rigs. All these fucking rich kids that we went to go see out there.
Well, they are probably fucking billionaires today.
A few of them had, like, I remember talking to them later on, like, because we kept in touch to some extent, like,
Not
to
me.
some very small extent shortly after. Not anymore, dude.
No.
But like to some small extent after that, and I recall like a bunch of them having like, because the difficulty level must have been nothing back then.
No, actually, it was.
was it
it was
way
actually
higher?
very high.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know shit.
So Bitcoin at this point is like 99% mined, which means that you can mine.
Yeah, we're
but
gonna
you're
run
not-
out.
You're not gonna be able to generate more.
No.
But at the time, it was not mined. But keep in mind, they were working with computer hardware from like 2009, which fucking sucked. Like
It
these
wasn't
days,
ideal.
yeah, like these days, you can go, if you have the money for it, you can go buy a shelf of RTX 3090s, and you can set yourself up with like a bona fide supercomputer, and you can do this relatively quickly. Back in the day, like if you were mining Bitcoin, you'd get like one a month. Like,
But
it
I
was-
mean, like,
but
nobody's
one
getting
full, one
Yeah.
I
full
mean that
Bitcoin
means
a month.
Yeah.
dude. That means that the difficulty level had to have been lower because you can't get a fucking Bitcoin a month with just about anything these days.
Like,
The difference is,
I mean,
though,
if you
is
have the shelf
value.
of 39,
yeah,
you
like
probably
that's what
maybe-
I'm like. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. The point is though, is that it was worth absolutely fucking nothing.
I remember
And,
several kids having like
yeah.
wallets full though,
Yeah.
like just like multiple full Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they all had parents who had big money, but I'm sure they all did
The
fine.
thing about all this though is like, I always say like, yeah, man, what if I'd invested in like
No,
Bitcoin
no,
or something?
no.
But like, you would have sold it when it hit the like $100 level. If
Yeah,
if you'd actually bought Bitcoin, let's say you put $1,000 of Bitcoin in 2009, and if you bought that for like 0.0005 cents, like once that hits $100, you're gonna be like, that's a 10,000% profit. Hell yeah, I'm selling this for this
Yeah.
worthless coin. Like no one held on to it.
No,
till it was
what
70
would have
grand.
happened is I would have forgot my password,
Everyone did.
and I would have not
and it would have been locked on
remembered.
there forever.
I remember reading news articles about, there was like, this has happened a few times. There was a guy who like threw out his old computer.
He's still trying to petition the some UK government to allow him to excavate at the dump, and he's agreed to give the city like 50% of it if they do it, but they won't let him excavate the
course
fucking
they
dump.
won't.
And I think it's got like the equivalent, I don't know how many millions, but it's like double digit millions
Yeah,
on there.
it's
And
quite a
it's
lot.
not like 15 million, it's like 36
I'm
or
sure it's
something
a lot.
like that.
If you bought, I think it was 10,000 Canadian dollars of Bitcoin in 2009, you'd have $4.5 billion today.
That's insane.
Yeah, like a lot.
That's
Yeah.
well, boys,
And you could own an island.
You could,
And you could put a temple on that island.
Yeah.
a
And you could
very
have a
fun
bunch of
temple.
planes.
You could.
and your name could
And
be
you-
Epstein.
Yep.
You could change your name to that if it wasn't already.
If it wasn't already.
And you could just hire scientists to
And
come
you
to
could
your
do
island.
nothing illegal, and you could just live a nice life, and you could get all kinds of cool shit.
And then
Hang
you
out
know,
with Donald Trump and
yeah.
and
Prince Harry.
Bill Clinton.
yeah, and who's that creepy old royal dude?
Oh,
Oh,
Prince Philip?
Prince Philip.
No,
yeah,
no, no, not
Philip.
Prince Philip. Prince Andrew. Prince Philip's that fucking dinosaur that
I'm talking about
that
the
the
guy who's,
Queen's
like,
married to. Prince Andrew.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know fucking royal family.
Yeah.
All I know is there's the younger, more handsome one, and he seems cool.
And he's balding, so
Are any
that
of them
gives
cool?
me hope.
He
I
was
don't. I don't think we stand the royals on this podcast, do we?
I don't
We're
know.
actually firmly anti-royal here.
Okay.
I'm glad you made the
I'll
decision
accept it,
for
yeah.
us.
Okay.
I don't have any. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't
but
know.
We don't like Prince Andrew though. He's no good.
Yeah.
He was into some bad dealings.
He was.
He was a bad
Yeah.
actor.
He was yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not get into that.
Oh man, that you know what? Where Do Ghosts Be Real takes a hard right turn into a conspiracy podcast where we just talk about Jeffrey Epstein every podcast.
Politics.
We
the
just skirt around
conspiracy.
saying horrible things.
yeah. Just allegedly.
Allegedly, he had an island full of alleged child workers.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Child workers.
Child workers.
They were paid a fair wage.
He had a Foxconn factory there, and he was building iPhones. That's what I heard.
With
what I
suicide
heard.
nets.
Yeah.
What kind of
So
conspiracy
Skinwalker
is this?
Ranch, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you know about
Speaking
that?
of conspiracies,
Yeah. So Skinwalker Ranch, also called UFO Ranch.
Also called the Sherman Ranch.
yes,
Yeah, 'cause it was owned
from
by-
what we found out last week, Skinwalker is kind of just more of an attraction name, is it
yeah,
not?
it's like a pop culture name, like a colloquial nickname. Yeah.
I think was it ever? I think it was officially called that at one point by that. It definitely was that. It got named that by the guy who bought it from the Sherman family.
Yeah.
Called it the Skinwalker Ranch. I think.
Robert Bigelow, the
Yeah.
billionaire. Yeah.
I'm pretty certain he called it
I'm
that.
pretty sure he named it. Yeah, Skinwalker Ranch. I think he sort of cemented that. I don't know exactly where that name came from, but I do know that a skinwalker is like a Native American legend,
yes,
like an evil shapeshifter who can shapeshift into
essentially an
animals and-
evil shape-shifting
Yeah.
witch, which origins are very dark.
Yeah, very
What
dark.
is it?
There's to become a Skinwalker, you need to commit a crime again. You need to commit a close. There are a bunch of different ways you can become a Skinwalker, but one of the ways. So to be a Skinwalker, it's not like you can just get turned into a Skinwalker. It's not
Right.
like. So there is some similarity between Skinwalkers and like lycanthropy, like werewolves and shit like that. But you become a Skinwalker entirely through deliberate acts.
Sure.
Like to become a Skinwalker, you can do something such as killing a blood relative. That's one way you could go about it.
Now,
Just a heinous crime.
let
Yeah.
me ask you this: would drinking milk directly from the carton warrant me to become a powerful shape-shifting
I
witch?
think drinking milk with dinner would be a heinous enough act to turn you into a
Milk with
into
spaghetti?
Only a
Skinwalker.
Only a bona fide psychopath drinks milk with that.
You can't be drinking milk with
Man,
dinner,
that
dude.
was my growing up life.
I know, I'm swinging on you.
You're swinging on me hard. Later, did I find out that very dairy was poisoning me?
The very dairy.
Yeah,
man.
I'm lactose intolerant. Yeah,
So that's why.
Don't go for ice cream with this guy. You know what I'm saying?
I just take pills, dude.
Brett's
Yeah.
bedroom just smells continuously like farts after he goes to DQ.
Pretty much. It's a real nightmare.
So,
There's
but
a
it-
reason I'm single.
Oh man.
Well, don't ever ride in my car because it always just smells terrible. All I'm saying.
What is going on?
He drives everywhere, so
Yeah.
imagine he's just dropping farts all day.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Spencer's just like, what is happening? Okay.
So a Skinwalker is a type of like an evil witch.
Yeah.
And Skinwalker Ranch is actually situated basically right on I think they're called Ute people.
yeah, I believe
Yeah,
so.
That might be
Yeah.
a mispronunciation,
I
but I
think that's
believe
right.
that's what it is. And they were who were they enemies with? Oh man, I want to say Algonquin, and that's not it, folks.
No, it's not.
It's not Apache. Who was it?
we had this.
We definitely did. So episode 13, which all of you would have loved, was tight.
It was fantastic.
It was
we
tight,
did a great job,
It was definitely better.
and
than
it was
this one.
hilarious.
That's okay.
and we remembered things. But
Yeah.
this time,
Anyway,
not so much.
so
They were enemies with a neighboring Navajo, or not Navajo.
I think
Was
it
Navajo?
fucking
It
was
was Navajo.
Navajo, dude.
Oh,
You spit
okay.
it out. They were enemies with the Navajo.
Okay.
Yeah, and the whole reason the Navajo cursed them because they sided with the colonialists, the Americans.
Yeah, they sided
in-
with the settlers
in
the American Indian War, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
Or something to that degree. Anyway, we're not American history experts, and we might be making some shit up, but that's what we understood it
But
as.
this is what we understood from that, and they cursed them to be skinwalkers,
Which is kind of wild because that doesn't actually line up at all with the mythos of being
No.
skinwalkers,
It
because you need to
seems like you
make
just-
the decision to become a skinwalker.
You get damn superpowers.
So I don't know. Maybe
So-
they just curse the land
They
because like
curse the land. Yeah.
this whole area around the whole Skinwalker Ranch zone is kind of like it's notorious for all kinds of paranormal happenings,
Yes.
UFO
So-
sightings, and all kinds of crazy shit.
And yeah, not just this area. Like this ranch is pretty big. It's like 500 square miles or something.
And where is it? Because this is in Utah, right? This is in the land of the Magic Underpants.
That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah, Uinta County, near Ballard, Utah.
Okay, right. So the land of the multiple wives and the Magic Underpants.
Exactly.
I don't think that's legal in America. I think
Minus
you
the
got to go
multiple
down.
wives.
You got to go down to Mexico to get your multiple wives if you want to be
Oh,
an
baby.
LDS
Oh,
member.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Are you?
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you?
I'm gonna go.
You're gonna become a cartel fighter, Mormon?
Man,
Yeah.
okay, so for those of you who are questioning what the hell we're talking about, Spencer and I had watched a documentary back in the day. Vice used to do great documentaries.
Yeah, they used to rock. They weren't
used to
the
rock. Now,
shit garbage that they are now.
now they're telling me self-sucking is in, so that's cool.
Hey,
I
you know what?
guess.
Actually, I'm not opposed to this. Maybe I'm back on Vice's side again, dude.
But in any case, they did a documentary of essentially Mitt Romney's family who lives in Mexico.
Like actually Mitt Romney's family?
Yeah,
Actually,
his dad was born in Mexico,
was born
dude.
in Mexico,
my God.
and then moved to America
Where old Mitty was born.
because Mitt Romney's dad wanted to be president of the United States, but because he was a Mexican citizen,
can't.
he couldn't.
Yeah.
So in any case,
He didn't do his research when he moved.
No.
Mitt Romney's family comes from there, and the whole reason the Mormons left America
Right.
was because the government's like, yeah, you guys are great, but polygamy,
We're not for that.
Yeah.
we're
We
not
don't
for
like it.
that. And they're like, oh well,
I mean, it makes
you
sense.
know,
America,
this
the land
was-
of the Puritan.
this was before like borders were a huge deal, so they're just like, we'll just cross the border.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll go
walk
into
it.
Mexico. This is just America, but slightly different. Because I
Little
mean,
warmer.
if you look at Texas and Mexico, they're the
They're-
same.
They're almost
they're
the
the
same
same
thing.
thing.
Yep.
They're the same place.
Yep.
In any case, yeah. So these people go down there, and then over years, the Mexican cartels start kidnapping
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Start kidnapping.
They start
them.
fucking with their shit. They
Starts-
start taking their wives, dude.
Yeah, that's where you draw the line.
So these Mormons have essentially roaming patrols with like heavy artillery.
Yeah, they got
like
tanks and
we're
shit.
not talking like just regular like trucks and they have guns.
We're
like a
talking
shotgun
like
in there.
fucking Marauders with M60s on the top.
yeah,
So we're
so-
not talking like a Toyota Hilux
Like-
with an anti-aircraft
with a
gun in the
painting
back.
logo on the
It's
owned by maybe some people that are no good.
Yeah.
but yeah, it's more or less like that. They
Yeah.
fully militarized down
Wow.
there, and they live in compounds too.
Man,
Like
I'd-
there
I'd
are
be cool,
security gates to get in and out.
Man, I'd live in a fucking militant Mormon compound.
You
means
want to
I-
get magic underpants and be in a holy war against dudes wearing fucking Adidas
Hell
shoes
yeah.
who are
I
trying to
get
take your wives?
I get to mount an M60 machine gun in the desert, and it's people are trying
those-
to take my wives.
You're fighting against one of the more ruthless people in the world. Like
Oh
when
my
it comes
God.
to
So
like,
let
Yeah,
me
dudes with like fucking gold receivers on their AK-47s.
Yeah, but I get to cap drug dealer gangbangers, then go home and make love to my multiple wives.
Oh my God.
to roll over them.
This you should. I think we're gonna need to talk to your girlfriend about this sick fantasy that you've got going on
this
here.
dream is very upsetting.
I
to
don't
both-
think she'll like it.
to both Spencer and I in our puritanical ways.
Yeah, me and
We
Brett
are
are
children
are
of
on the
God.
straight and narrow. We are children of God. We're both wearing our magic underpants right now, and you need to knock it off, dude.
I get kicked out as soon as they, I don't know, as soon as they realize who I actually am.
Wait, so
I
are you
just wanted
saying
to
you
come down here
so
to
you
shoot
don't believe
guns.
in this? You just believe in the multiple wives and the guns? We get that, but you're gonna have to believe in the man upstairs too.
There's rules to operating these guns, and
They'd
one of
like
them
it.
is your belief in this guy.
They'd like your gusto anyway.
They,
Yeah,
they
I,
like your attitude. I
hope
think
so.
they might hire you as a contractor. Really,
You might get scorched the fuck up though, dude.
Yeah,
Like
maybe.
I've been to Cuba with you before, and dude, you need some sunscreen. You've got
Yeah.
that Irish skin,
I
dude.
do. I have that.
You'd get
that,
fucking torched.
that cloudy boy skin. We don't do sunshine.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I've been hiding from the sun for a very long time.
Oh man.
Oh.
Basically a vampire.
Yeah, more or less. I mean,
Yeah, it burns.
Oh man, this is a wild one.
oh, dude.
So skinwalkers. So anyway, this
Man, if they're not Mormons with guns, I
Well-
don't want to talk about it.
Well, like,
is this the Mormons with guns show now?
No, okay,
So-
I'm kidding.
I like
so
that.
my biggest question is, throughout history, there's been different like variations of skinwalkers. Like
Yeah.
in Native American culture, it's not just like these evil witches kind of thing. There's been like skinwalkers are also can be confused with like Wendigos.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think a
Which-
Wendigo is like another.
It's very
That's a different
very
thing, right?
similar.
It's very similar, but it is someone who's committed a heinous act,
Yeah.
like cannibalism.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that actually is like
And
a
it
curse.
transforms them into like a weird creature with like super lanky arms and legs and
Yikes.
no hair.
It's like it's very
and
similar.
very pale.
Yeah. It's like almost like a werewolf kind
I
of thing.
think,
It's
but
very startling because it's like it screeches in a very guttural way. Supposedly.
Okay, yeah.
Supposedly. I'm sorry. Like I've seen
And you're
videos.
talking like you've seen these dudes.
I've seen videos of,
Right, okay.
of them, and like, yeah, one of the one of the clips I cut up for Spooky Sundays. We do it every Sunday on my
Yeah, he
Twitch.
throws the P in there.
Brady600 if you want to come watch. If you don't know how to get to Twitch, well, it's not for you.
All right.
In any case,
I'm gonna show up on your stream and just post dick pics.
how dare you?
Just get the whole thing nuked.
I guess you can't do that on Twitch.
Yeah, there was there was a dude on the one stream who I stuck around for the whole thing, and he started talking, and I told him to snap me. I gave him my snap name, and
Oh,
he sent me a
yeah.
picture of his nipple, and I held it up to the camera and showed everybody on there so nobody could post the recorded one.
Yeah, we had to
Because I
delete
put
that.
some nice male nudity on there.
Wow.
I don't do it again.
But in any case, there's one of the clips I cut up is supposedly like it's us reacting to the video of a Wendigo or a Skinwalker.
Sure.
And yeah, it's like this weird kind of almost alien-like looking creature
Yeah.
that like screeches and
You can find
gallops.
the After Effects tutorial on.
I'm sure there's
YouTube.
an After Effects tutorial for something like that because like the guy's name who posted it is Memer Rodriguez.
I love that, dude.
So
Shout out.
Shout out Beaver Rodriguez.
So like, how legit is it? Who's to say? But it's
I don't.
still
You know
a
what?
fun
I think
video.
it's offensive that you're questioning a man's credibility based on his name.
Well,
You don't know him.
I
Don't
don't.
judge Memer Rodriguez by his cover.
He was showing us his awesome fort, and then suddenly a weird.
Man, he had a
skinwalker.
fort. Is this a grown man with a fort?
It's a teenager.
Okay.
A teenager and his
I was gonna ask
and
if he
his
lived in-
cousin ended up making a pretty cool fort. It was just like garbage stacked up,
Oh, okay.
more or less.
I was gonna ask if it was next to the gun-toting Mormons.
Oh man.
Man, can you imagine if they had Gundams? That's what I heard. I imagine you didn't say Gundam Mormons, but I heard Gundam Mormons.
Gundam Mormons.
Could you imagine if they had battle mechs?
That would be so sick, dude.
there would be no
Can
cartels.
you imagine
Yeah.
the cartels have a Gundam, the
Dude,
Mormons have
dude,
a Gundam?
it will be gold plated
a
and
world-
covered in diamonds.
This is a world I don't want to live in.
This
where
is a world I want to see on
yeah,
television.
The cartels have fucking Gundams.
They're all gold plated and have diamonds just encrusted all over.
And they're
them.
way shorter than every other one because they have
They-
lowrider Gundams. And
And
that's
they're-
not a racist comment. That was about lowrider culture.
But the thing is because of the gold and the diamonds, they just cannot move. They have no speed
super heavy.
whatsoever.
I love that.
Wow.
Oh man,
Wow.
They've got hydraulics. They bounce around all funny.
that's how they move. They don't actually walk. They just
Yeah, they
bounce
just
back
bounce
and
from place to place. They look like one of those Boppo the Clown punching
It's just
bags.
straight anarchy.
You know, I'm surprised that no one ever made like a Transformers vehicle with suspension.
Yeah.
On it. You know, like I'm surprised no one's made an Optimus Prime.
I bet that
just,
there are
like,
people attempting to do that
bounces.
shit. I know that in Japan that they are. I think that for like some sort of anniversary, some firm put together a Gundam.
Yeah. You guys ever see the battle robots that
Yeah,
were
dude.
built? Yeah, those things are fucking crazy. I mean, they weren't that crazy, but they were still
Pretty
pretty
sweet,
crazy.
though.
Yeah.
I mean, for nerds like us, it's exciting.
yeah. They're crazy in the way that you're not gonna die while using it.
Yeah.
Like-
these are. Oh, you're talking about like the battle robots that you can pay to
Yeah.
like laser tag in, basically.
Yeah, it's like
That is cool.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
also like earlier this year put together like a fully articulated like Gundam.
okay.
Properly.
Okay,
But
I
I
didn't
don't
know
think it
about that.
actually has any like it's
Man.
not it doesn't move fast and fly and have
Right.
like military but it's just
Yeah.
like a publicity stunt. It's something
Dude,
cool that
if they
they're
made
doing.
an actual Gundam that could move fast and fly, it'd be game over.
I'm betting that all the militaries in the world are working on Gundams right
Oh,
now,
probably.
dude.
Yeah.
Man, they're definitely working on like exosuits.
That's
Yeah,
a
oh,
Gundam,
yeah.
dude.
No, not to the extent of a Gundam, my man. Just
Like Master Chief.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like Master Chief.
Yeah.
I'd prefer a Gundam.
As would I.
I don't know.
I'm a man who enjoys giant robot fights. All
Oh
right.
yeah, okay.
I
yeah.
love giant robots,
I mean,
dude.
I was on the fence about that because I'm a big Halo fan, but then you said giant robot.
Giant
fight. I'm
robot
sold.
fights.
I'm sold.
I mean, like if that's how the world starts solving its problems, is like okay,
You don't
U.S. has the
yeah.
most ridiculous one, obviously, because
Yeah,
they're
dude.
just rah America, and Canada has like one.
We don't have one.
No,
we don't have one.
We have one, but it's made out of logs.
No,
It
dude,
looks like a beaver.
we have like an
We have a battle
we have an
beaver?
attachment to the American one.
Exactly.
We own one of the arms, like the ISS.
exactly.
We built the Canada arm.
Yeah. eh?
It's the only arm that doesn't fall to pieces because American engineering is dog
It
shit.
is actually pretty reliable.
I don't know, man.
When's
I don't know
that
what they are.
that
Have
big
you-
old piece of space junk's gonna be falling back down pretty
Yeah,
soon,
they're
isn't
gonna
it?
be decommissioning that fairly soon, actually.
That's
Oh,
too
I
bad.
was more talking about American ingenuity with the whole new Broncos. Every single one of them just fucking up.
Dude, they look so cool.
They
though.
look so cool.
I want
but
one of
What
those.
are we talking about?
The Broncos,
The Ford Bronco.
Yeah,
Oh,
they-
yeah. Dude, the new Bronco looks fucking sick.
They
It
looks
does look
fucking
fucking
sick,
sick.
but they keep breaking. Like I saw
Yeah.
a picture of one today. The suspension, both the tires were like the front tires were like that.
We're all
It
very
just
automotively inclined too.
Yes.
Not high.
I don't know.
That's sarcasm.
I would never buy the first generation of anything.
I
whether
bought a
it's, like,
Dodge
computer-
Dodge Dart. That was a mistake.
Yeah, well, I mean, I bought a fucking Hyundai Tucson. That was a mistake too.
To be
feel
fair,
ya.
I'm pretty happy with my Toyota.
Yeah, but you bought a fucking Tacoma.
Yeah,
that's
you
like
spent the
that's
money,
the
dude.
truck. Yeah, I was actually looking at buying a Tacoma, but they're like fucking 50 grand.
And you be
And
they
I was
are.
like,
and
no,
all
I
of
can't
your
do that.
shit. Do you think you'd be able to fit all your shit in the Tacoma? Because
No,
they're
yeah.
they're cute little trucks.
Well,
but
you can
get the
you can get
a cargo cover.
or you
I
can
guess, that
get you can
would've
get a
worked.
4-door. I just opted
Yeah.
for the 2-door.
yeah, you
so
can,
I'm
get,
like,
you can get the extended cab.
I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
never
we
gonna
all-
have a family.
when
so
this fucking shit, you're gonna have a family. I believe in you, dude. Once this shit really pops, we're all just gonna be driving around in Tacomas.
yeah. Oh,
Except electric Tacomas.
legitimately.
I will already have a Tacoma. So
Yeah.
I mean, it
Brett's
kinda
gonna keep
defeats-
his Tacoma.
Legitimately though, I'd buy a Rivian. You ever seen the Rivian?
I don't know what the fuck that is, dude.
Google Rivian. It's a Rivian R1T. It's an electric truck. Very cool.
I'm waiting
Very
for
cool.
Ford to get their shit together with the electric
With
F-150.
the Lightning. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. They're gonna make 20,000 units first year, 40,000 units second year, 80,000 units third year.
And by the 10th year, I'll be ready to buy one.
Yeah.
And then
See,
the
very,
Dart,
very
the Dart
expensive.
will have broken down by that.
Yeah.
point.
See, Spencer's thinking ahead of time.
Yeah,
He's-
baby. I'm
it's a
not thinking
10-year
right now.
plan.
What do you think? I get the next new fancy thing right
Dude,
away.
they sell 500,000 F-150s every year. Like, you're not going to be able to buy an electric F-150 for 20
Man.
years at this rate, unless they start pumping out 500,000 F-150
once
Lightnings
the
every
chip
year.
wars start happening
Yeah.
here, which are going to be happening right away, no one's going to be able to buy anything.
Yeah, fuck.
And-
And we're all going to be driving around in like old fucking LeBarons.
yeah.
You know, where people are just
Buick
gonna like
LeSabre.
the fucking cost of used cars has gone
Oh my
through the
God.
roof, and a Mercury Topaz is now worth $8,000.
Yeah, dude. I was looking for I was looking at shit cars a couple weeks ago just to see like what the market
Oh,
was
yeah.
like.
It's
A few-
terrible, dude.
Yeah, a few years ago you could buy like an old Toyota for like $3,000 or $4,000.
You can't
That
anymore.
car is like 8, 10,
Yeah.
12 grand right now.
It's fucking bonkers, dude. My brother-in-law works at a car dealership, and they usually tend to have like 150 plus used cars on the lot, and they're now sitting at something like 60.
That's
Like they just can't
bonkers.
bring them in because the problem is usually they would have more used cars due to the fact that somebody comes in, they buy a new car, they trade in their car. There are no new cars for people to buy.
Yeah.
So if
6
you
month
can't
wait.
buy a new car, you can't get the old cars in there to sell on the used lot. So there's just fucking nothing.
Yeah. It's a real problem.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're gonna fix it with giant robot fights.
yeah, we
if,
are.
If we can just get rid of war and we just have every
no,
development.
no,
they
no.
wanna
That it's
fight-
total war then.
No, but
We're not doing 1v1. We're gay. We're just gonna nuke the world.
See, I
This is
prefer
we're going
we
Warhammer
sol-
40K
I
on this one.
prefer
There is
we
nothing but
solve-
war.
We solve the world's problems just like America has an issue with China. They just out robots the other one.
Yeah.
And then whoever, they play rock
If
paper
a ma- if
scissors.
a
Yeah, they
Ameri-
get mechs to do
Yeah.
rock paper scissors.
If America wins, then the world switches to nuclear power. If China wins, the world switches back to coal. There you go.
Yeah, I love that, dude. If America
not great
wins,
decisions.
everybody gets a free fucking AR-15. If China
I'm
wins,
on
we
board.
turn off the internet.
Okay, well, this could be great.
See, here's the problem.
You know what? I'm for either one of those options. They're both very doomy.
Here's the problem with cutting out the internet. How will we get the people this show? We're just gonna have to
Oh,
pirate
we're just
gonna have to
radio.
do
we're
it.
just
We're
doing
gonna-
it down here, and
we're
we're
gonna
gonna
do
get
it
like a
live.
UHF transmitter.
we're
or something.
gonna build a. You guys ever hear about the world's most powerful radio transmitter?
No.
So in the States right now, or actually just North America, radio transmitters are capped at I think 60,000 watts, 50,000 watts.
Okay.
There used to be in like Illinois, I want to say, there was like a 2 megawatt transmitter, 2 million watts. You could hear it.
I'm glad that you clarified that because I don't know what a megawatt
Yeah, I don't know
is.
what a megawatt
Well,
Yeah, I
it's-
knew that neither of us knew what a megawatt was, and you knew that too, obviously.
So 2 million watts is enough that if it's nighttime, like at the time, there wasn't a whole lot of radio stations. You could talk to someone literally on the other side of the planet if it was cloudy, like
That's pretty
fully on the other side of the globe.
So we're gonna need.
Was
I'm
it
guessing-
powerful enough to like talk to somebody right next door to you, but it like loops around and only goes in? I
just
imagine
make it
that's how
directional.
radio
You just make it
technology
directional.
works.
It only has
it's
one direction.
One way. This radio transmitter was so powerful that if you like put your head next to a bed frame, you'd hear it.
That's crazy.
The bed frame would catch the sound and turn it into sound waves just of the oscillations of the metal. It was so powerful that it would induce electric currents. Like if you had electronics or anything
Yeah.
metal that had pieces close enough together, it would induce electric
Damn.
currents when the frequency was right.
So we
It
can
got
ins-
it got outlawed.
I was gonna say
obviously.
we're gonna install one in Spencer's garage.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna need one of those so that people can have Do Ghosts Be Real after the apocalypse.
Everybody needs it, and everybody wants it, dude.
Everyone
a
will
need.
be forced to listen to it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Oh man.
little Timmy will be going to bed and his.
Are we
his-
aligning
his
with the
fake tooth
Chinese? Is that why everybody's listening with it?
no, because it's such a powerful radio signal. It's the only thing we will overpower every other signal.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
hoping that the Chinese government would give us the transmitter.
It's very
well,
possible.
hey, if we sell
I mean,
out hard enough,
I just
maybe
need-
I've
Ghost,
already got a Huawei, dude.
maybe GhostStop.com will buy us one.
Maybe, but if there's no internet, there's no ghoststop.com.
You're right.
It's true.
You're right.
All we got to do is bask in the glorious Chinese leadership.
Yep.
And then we can rule the world with our radio show.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'm in.
I
Let's do it.
mean, we're already going to do it. Just give it time.
We'll
Once
mount-
that Patreon kicks in.
We'll mount that transmitter right on the top of our castle.
People already want this shit so bad.
Oh, so bad. We have so many downloads every week. Whenever we,
Oh, yeah.
especially considering we've missed 3 weeks now.
It's been 3 weeks.
We've been
dude.
out for like a month.
This is the first episode of the month. dude.
Yeah, I know.
It's spooky season, folks.
yeah.
We're so scared we couldn't post episodes all this month. So you
Man, I
know,
love it.
deal with it.
I'm so scared my mouth is so dry. I think I want to go get another drink. Is that okay? Can I walk away for 3 seconds?
Yeah, we can either vamp or we can cut it out. I don't really give a
I was
shit.
thinking I'd walk over the table.
Yeah, I probably to cut it out.
All
let's
right,
cut it
well,
out.
I'll cut it out then.
Okay.
And we're back.
We are
Just like
indeed.
that, through the power of editing, nothing has
Nothing
changed.
happened.
We're all here. We have water now, so that's
Yep.
pretty exciting.
Yep.
So we should swing back into Skinwalker a little bit.
So,
Probably should.
so
there's some-
skinwalkers.
There's
Yeah.
some pretty wild stories coming from the ranch itself.
And the whole area, like
the whole area in general.
The whole
is-
Uinta Basin seems to be like a UFO hotspot. We picked a banger of a topic to start off with UFOs.
Yeah,
um,
it's-
Yeah, and then we just dolphin dived right into the ground. This one, I love it. We recorded such a slapper of an episode last week.
We really
I'm
did.
still having lots of fun.
Yeah,
I'm
oh,
having
yeah.
a great time
well,
right now. But
I mean, that's what this is all
We
about.
still have the first hour of audio from the last one, right?
We do,
We
yeah.
we do.
could theoretically maybe release that. As
we could do something with it, maybe.
or that's for us only.
I think it's for us only,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
You've been
you're-
outvoted, my man.
okay, that's fine.
That might not be from. We might be able to
that's
do
okay.
something. We might be able to do something with it.
Right. Okay. So let's talk about it. So Kenneth and Edith Myers bought their ranch in 1934. It was I think it was like 450 acres or something at the time. Since then, it's been expanded to a little over 500. But they bought this in 1994. Or sorry, they bought it in 1934. Jesus, I can't even talk. They sold it in 1994 to Terry and Gwen Sherman. At the time, there weren't any at that point. Like the Sherman family didn't know about any sort of weird supernatural
Or at least they hadn't
happenings.
reported anything.
Yeah,
There were
well-
no reports from them.
Yeah, well, like the Sherman family was unaware of anything like
They
this.
didn't. Man, imagine how ticked you would be. You buy your dream ranch.
So are we talking about the Sherman family buying it? They were unaware.
They
the
were unaware
previous
that
family
there
didn't
was any-
disclose.
Yes.
Yeah.
From what I understand, when they bought the ranch, though, there were deadbolts on all the fucking doors and locks on the
There was a lot
cabinets.
of weird shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they didn't. But there wasn't any sort of disclosure as to the fact
They
that
didn't
things were
tell
fucking
them like,
whacked
hey,
out.
things
No.
kind of get weird around.
The
here.
only thing that made them think that it was a little weird was in the contract. They had to. There was written in the contract. It stated that they had to confirm with the Myers before they dug on the land.
Right.
They weren't allowed to dig.
That was the one clause,
And they were like,
and that's
"Why?"
a bizarre.
And they were like,
fucking thing.
"No, trust me. Like, tell us before you dig." And they were like,
Yeah, all
That-
right.
Okay.
that is
Fucking
a-
weirdos.
Yeah.
Sure.
What a weird request.
Yeah.
But, as soon they come to find out, like, yeah, maybe you should ask some questions before you do anything on this fucking ranch.
"Yeah, basically."
Like, Jesus Christ.
But at the time, the Myers hadn't said anything. Like they didn't report anything. So the Shermans owned this ranch for a couple of years. Then they sold it to the billionaire Robert Bigelow. He bought it for a measly, well, not measly, but it was $200,000, which
Which which I think didn't they sell it at a loss?
yes, they did.
they did. Yeah, they sold it at a loss because they were. Well, we'll get into why they sold it, but they they wanted it out, so they sold it.
Real fast.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they wanted the fuck out.
Yeah, and we'll talk about more about what happened after they sold it later. I'll just say that Robert Bigelow bought it, owned it for 20 years, and then sold it again to Brandon Fugel, who's the current owner.
Right, and he's part of the lovely show The Curse of Skinwalker Ranch,
Indeed.
which, if you have History Channel, I cannot recommend that you skip this show enough. It's it's
pass.
very much like The Curse of Oak Island, where there's a whole lot of fucking crazy theatrics where nothing fucking happens.
To be fair, though, there is a guy he named himself the Dragon on there. So you can have fun watching a dumpy white guy hold a shotgun.
He's
He call himself the Dragon.
he's the
Yeah.
head of security, right?
Damn.
Yeah, he's the
He
head of
calls
security.
himself the Dragon.
He calls himself the
fucking
Dragon.
bizarre.
I wonder if he uses dragon's breath shotgun rounds.
I really want to beat him up. You can't just
Man,
be giving
what's a
yourself
dragon's
your
breath
own
shotgun
nickname.
round?
Yeah,
It shoots fire.
yeah, shoots like white
Incendiary
phosphorus.
rounds.
Excuse my lack of gun knowledge.
Hey,
I just play video games.
I play
dude.
some mean Call of Duty.
I pour beverages on myself.
in full 4K.
What was I gonna say? Does he have a punchable face? The dragon?
Very, very weak jawed individual.
Yeah. Okay.
You know the type.
I do know the type.
So
This is on a complete aside. I don't mean for this to sound rude to the person who is in subject of. I saw a guy the other day with literally no neck,
Oh, that's too bad.
absolutely no neck, and like the biggest
Oh no.
like just I don't know. how
Looks
to
like
describe
something
it.
fell from the sky and plopped his head down.
yeah.
my man had a floaty.
I don't know. Okay.
It looked like
Hey,
like one of those boys.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
He had water wings, but on his neck, basically.
If he gets
Yeah.
lost at sea, at least his head will be above water.
Oh man.
I did feel a little bad.
What
for
a
him.
hateful podcast we have.
Yeah. Oh well. I have fun.
Okay.
Okay. So
it's comical. It's funny.
and nobody was publicly named.
Exactly.
I don't know who they are. Okay, so it looks like UFO reports in the Uinta Basin go back all the way to the 70s.
Right.
People in the whole area have been saying for years that there was some sort of something going on with UFOs, but it was never really publicized, which is why when the Sherman family bought the ranch, they were completely unaware, despite the fact that the entire local population seems to know that there's something going on there.
Yeah.
There's a 1996 news article about this, and they have
Okay.
quotes from local people, and a lot of the local people say that they're well aware that there are UFOs in the area, to the point where it's not uncommon for them to make jokes about it, like, "Oh, you see UFO?" And he's like, "Yep." People would just be like, "Yeah, yeah." It was so common that they just stopped talking about it. Nobody wrote news articles
It's
about
just
it
not-
because
it's
it wasn't
not newsworthy
It wasn't
because it was
news.
so common.
Yeah, they said the news article said that the people they pulled literally 80% of people were 100% certain that they'd seen some sort of like weird UFO
That is
object.
bonkers.
And the other 20% said that they hadn't seen anything, but they believed that it was real. Like, not a single person.
There wasn't a dissenting voice in the
No,
mix.
like there was not out of this town of a few thousand people, not a single person that they polled was like, yeah,
That's
not
fucking
real.
crazy.
Literally not one.
Yeah, that's nuts. I
Yeah.
mean, you can't just tell me like, oh, they're crazy. It's
Yeah, like
no.
a whole town of 3,000 people is not insane.
They can't all be loony. Now
I don't know.
a lot
Have
of
you ever been to a small town?
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
Yeah,
Simon spent a lot of time.
Yeah,
in
a lot
small
of
towns.
time.
They have some funny notions about some stuff. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
So the Sherman family, some background on them. They are cattle ranchers who originally came from New Mexico,
Yep.
and they came from kind of a buttfuck town out there as well.
Yep.
Their main kind of specialty was the fact that they bred bulls.
Yeah, they bred world-class Seminole cattle.
So they're looking to get a bunch of bulls to get the semen out of them to sell it to other ranchers to make like world-class bulls. And that is,
White
all
gold.
joking aside. No, go for it. Come on.
I
now.
just said white gold.
White gold.
Oh,
The
it
Utah. I was going
No.
some Beverly Hillbilly shit. Black gold, the Texas tea. I don't know. White
Man,
gold.
I
the...
really hope those fuckers
Utah
aren't
tea.
drinking that.
Oh God.
But in any case,
And what about drink? What was the
because you said the
drinking?
Texas tea, right?
Oh, I guess.
So the white gold, I really hope
I don't
those
think
motherfuckers aren't
I don't
drinking
think
it.
I've ever understood what the Texas tea means.
Who's to say?
Yeah, I know that.
don't
I
know.
just know that in the beginning of the Beverly Hillbillies, they're like black gold, the Texas tea. Like, what does that mean, dude? Is that about like Texaco because of oil?
I guess so.
It
I don't
has
know.
to be.
Does it?
But,
yeah, who's to
but
say?
in any
really?
case, like as someone who used to work at a company whose sister's company
Right,
dealt
yeah.
in bull semen, holy
It
shit,
costs a lot of money.
it's not a cheap endeavor.
No.
Like,
So, and they've got a lot of money invested in it, A, to begin with.
Yep.
And B, there's a lot of money. Like, they're losing a lot of money by things happening to
Yeah.
their cattle.
We'll talk about that shortly.
So they left New Mexico to go somewhere quieter.
Yeah.
And where they ended up, the eventual Skinwalker Ranch, the Sherman Ranch, was, I think, how many people lived in the town? It was a very, very small number anyway. They moved from nowhere to even more nowhere. They really,
Yeah.
really didn't want to be around people.
So Ballard, Utah, is the closest town.
Right.
In 2010, it had a census population of 801. A current
So
population.
that's pretty tiny.
Current population 1,100. So it's small and it's
to be
always been
fair
small.
though, as an introvert, I get it. I don't want to be around people.
Man, I
either.
almost think being in a small town would be fucking worse as an
It would be
introvert.
worse.
Because there's something
Everybody
there's something about
knows-
being in
Yeah.
a big city. Like
It's anonymous.
Yeah.
you look
Yeah.
at like all those videos of somewhere like Japan, and you see like just
A sea of people.
swaths of fucking
Yeah.
people. There's nothing more. There's no more anonymity than that.
Like if
because
you're
nobody's looking at
if
you
you're
for too
doing
long.
something weird in your apartment in New York City, the most your neighbors are gonna do is be like,
Knock it
Huh.
off. Yeah,
weird. If you do that in a town of 150 people, everyone's gonna be like, what the
they're gonna be looking in your front window,
the
dude.
fuck is he doing? Is he on meth?
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna. And
Simon's on meth.
and everyone's
what?
gonna talk about it.
You know what? Because it's a small town, probably.
Yeah.
They have outrageous drug problems in small towns.
Yes. Yep.
But yeah, no, it's just like, oh man, I've told friends who live in small towns, I'm like, there's no way I could ever go in there because it seems like a cult.
There are no McDonald's, dude. Where are you gonna get a fucking
Where am I
McGriddle?
going to get my damn treats?
You need to be able to get a McGriddle on
Although,
demand,
dude,
You can't even get a McGriddle on demand here, though. That's not on
Man.
the 24-hour breakfast menu, and that pisses me off, dude.
McDonald's, it's on site. But in any case, dude, small town diners fucking rock, dude.
I haven't been to a whole lot of them.
They can.
You've spent more time in small towns than the rest of us.
We had
so.
a pretty good small town diner in Dundurn. It was owned by a lady named Kathy, just this teeny tiny little lady who was always there, always cooking delicious food. And then it was bought by a foreign family, and oh boy, let me say, the food was not very good after that. Not because they were bad cooks; they made delicious Indian food. If you bought the Indian food,
Yeah.
but if you bought a hamburger from them, dear God.
Well, that's the thing about being in a small town altogether. It's
Yeah.
just, there people often who live in those places are very particular about
yes.
what's there, and
Oh yeah,
they don't love the change.
They do not like change. I was fucking thrilled when an
Yeah.
Indian family bought that restaurant because suddenly you get Indian food and
That's pretty
in the
sick.
middle of
Indian
nowhere.
food slaps.
Yeah,
It
it's
does.
so good.
It's so good.
But you try telling a 93-year-old farmer that the lady who's run his restaurant for the last 40 years is gone and he can no longer get a good hamburger.
Oh my
He's
god.
not gonna
do
be
you know
happy.
the words that will come out of his mouth?
Yeah,
None of which we can say on this
No.
podcast.
What the hell is chana masala? Dal Makhni? What the fuck?
Man, you're giving them too much credit. They wouldn't have said it properly.
Yeah, you're wrong.
No, they would not.
I don't know
have
that
been
I said
even-
it correctly.
They wouldn't have
That's
even
close
been
enough.
close.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they would have tossed in terrible words in between.
Oh
so.
boy.
So where did we leave off before my beautiful host had to blow his nose?
Yeah, I've just been running around today,
I
dude.
don't know.
We were talking about bull semen and small town diners
Right,
and
small-
the connection between those two.
Anyways, I was off on some tangent about a diner, but whatever, it doesn't matter.
We love diners.
We do.
Traditionally,
oh, you know what?
I
No.
love some diners.
I was gonna go off another tangent.
Go on another
No.
tangent. We want to hear it.
You guys been to Rockin' Rods?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, it's
I
good.
ordered a couple sandwiches from there.
We were rocking the rods for a while,
good,
dude.
man.
We love rocking rods.
They've got like
Do Ghost Be Real stands rockin' rods. Rockin' rods is
Do.
like 4 blocks from here.
yeah, it's
Man,
it's
they should hook up a sponsorship.
it is the definition
saying.
of like greasy spoon. It's
The
so good.
brisket sandwich kicked
Dude,
ass.
yeah.
Yeah,
that.
so fucking good.
I just had a burger. Fuck, it was good.
Yeah, I want that right
It was
now.
real good.
God damn.
Speaking of burgers, I still haven't gone to Mary Brown's.
You
Yeah,
should
I
go to
haven't
Mary
been there
Brown's.
either.
You
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
are fucking yourselves on that.
Well, I will get. It's in Market Mall, man. When the fuck
Yeah,
am
no,
I in Market Mall?
You don't live in Stonebridge anymore, so you
Yeah.
can't throw a rock at it.
You're not in the area. I have no excuse.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like
you're
a
pretty
stone's
close.
throw
You're
away.
very close. Just go down to Wilson and you're
Yeah,
there.
Need to
exactly.
open one in Willow Grove, and then I'll
Yeah, they
be
need to open one everywhere. I actually honestly think they should stay there because if they open on this side of the city, I'm gonna gain 30 pounds like that. It's gonna be game over for me if they open
Yeah.
over here. It would be
My man's
terrible,
gonna
dude.
Be thick.
I'm gonna be thick with 3 C's, dude.
Oh man, no, not
I'm
with
already
3
there.
C's.
I'm already
No,
there.
you're not, man. You're looking
you're gonna
svelte.
go.
You
You're
look
gonna go
nice.
thick with 3 C's and a K at the end. We cannot have 3 C's, as that's already been copyrighted by my most lovely podcast that I love to mock.
You're gonna be.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
No,
Yes.
no. The Fighter and the Kid didn't copyright
they
that.
totally did.
Those fuck you, Brendan Schaub.
That was my fault. I went off on
Oh,
another
man.
tangent. That's
No,
okay.
dude,
I'm
we
so
love the
glad
tangents.
that we called out a podcast.
I want to do. I 100%. We got to do Brick Pals because it's all tangent. The
Yes.
whole thing is tangent, and that's
Yeah.
what I really want to do at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
Honestly,
agreed.
I love talking about aliens and ghosts and all kinds
Oh,
of
man.
nonsense, but
Agreed.
boy, do I love tangents.
Yeah, me too.
I love
Oh.
getting into it.
Yeah.
This episode gets off the rails, but I'm very happy.
This is
Yeah.
the most off the rails. I mean,
That's
I don't
okay.
know if it's the most off the rails, but it's very off the rails.
That's okay. We'll get it back.
Ah shit! I just realized something.
What did you realize?
Man, Shaw may not want to use this episode.
No
either.
fucking chance, dude. There's not a chance we're giving this to them. This is 2 in a row. I don't think they've aired all of ours anyway, though.
No.
How often do they air them?
I have no idea.
No.
I think weekly.
Wow. So they're just doing reruns? Like,
They do a lot of reruns.
Well, they have like
are they
10
getting mad that we're never releasing new episodes?
I have not
they
heard
have-
anything.
Dude, they have 10 episodes that they can just replay till the end of time. It's fine.
No, I think that's all right. I don't know. I'll talk to Eric and
Yeah,
maybe I'll touch base with him.
Maybe
And
a
I haven't
great
talked to him
idea.
in like a month. I'll touch base with him and be like, "Hey, so the last 3 episodes,
They are
probably not for you guys. Not a lot of editing that could be done to save them.
Yeah.
But we will probably give you another one at some point.
Yep. I
We'll
think
do
so.
that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
We promise.
Maybe we can get.
We're
our-
strongly suggesting.
Maybe we can just send him other shit too. Maybe we can do our Lego thing with.
We're doing Brick Pals, dude.
Yeah, we can. Send
That's
it to him.
working title. I wanted to call it Brick Boys, but that's very
Yeah.
gender specific, and some people don't like that. So
Well,
I don't know. Hey,
we can be sexist.
You think so?
No, I'm just kidding.
You think there should be a sexist Lego? I don't think Lego would like that. I think
No.
we get sued for using their
Yeah.
bricks.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
gonna
don't know.
use Mega Blocks like fucking plebs.
We will not use Mega Blocks, dude.
At least we can.
We
put-
will not be using Mega Blocks, the most disappointing brick-based toy on the planet. Don't come into my house and say that, dude. Do you know how many fucking... I bought so many massive lots of Lego and fucking sorted through all of them, and I put all the like they're clone brands. That's what they're called. I put all the
I'm
clone
sorry.
brands in a separate pile, and you know what I do with those?
Burn them.
I throw them directly in the garbage. That's not a joke. I am genuinely serious. If I sorted Mega Blocks out of a lot of Lego, I took it and I put it in the bin. It's in the landfill, dude.
So no one else had to have the
No, it's
misfortune of
fucking
using it?
heinous. Nobody wants that shit.
There's a reason why Lego is so expensive, and that's because
Absolutely.
it's awesome.
Mega Bloks has, like, I gotta give them some credit. The Mega Bloks of 2021 is not the Mega Bloks of 2001. The Mega Bloks of 2001 had like this dull plastic, and it really didn't. I remember at Christmas going under the tree and shaking a box and hearing that fantastic visceral clink chink chink,
Yep.
kind of sound of
The
just
Lego noise.
bricks
it's Lego.
pounding into each other. It just like clanging around in there. The Lego noise.
Yeah, the Lego noise. Absolutely. I still can't believe I got rid of my fucking Lego. What was I thinking?
That was a bad
Man,
move,
mine's still in my
What was I
house.
thinking?
dude.
It's in the family at least.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's good.
I'll
Just
never get
demand
it
it back.
Yeah, could you imagine?
I want my Legos back.
Yes, you know that Lego I gave you like 15 years ago?
Hey,
Can I have that back?
I'm 30 now, and I am ready to have it back.
Yeah.
I am expecting to have a family of my own, and by that I mean my cats and me.
Yeah.
So
Dude, my
I wanna
cat
play
needs a
with this
fucking
Lego.
mansion.
He needs Gundam, dude.
yeah.
But I remember being under the tree and shaking that fucking thing and hearing the characteristic sound of Lego and just tearing into it, and it was a gift from an aunt.
Yeah.
And you better believe it was like a 4-pack of like big rigs that were all Mega Blocks. And I
Oh.
remember trying to put them together, and like, I was a pretty gracious kid. Like, I wasn't a shithead kid. I really did say thanks for stuff, and I did get a lot of books as a little kid. Got a whole lot of books for Christmas.
Okay.
So getting this Mega Blocks and tearing it open, I couldn't hide the disappointment on my face. Absolutely couldn't hide it.
Oh no.
And then putting it together, making it like halfway through and shit just falling apart. Didn't have the clutch power of Lego. It's
Yeah,
clutch power,
true.
dude. That's what it's called. That's trademarked. Just so you know, that is actually the term.
I'm glad that somebody
Clutch
knows.
power.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I'm glad that my lovely co-host knows this.
Brick Pals or Brick Boys or whatever the hell it's going to be, that's probably going to be a live stream of us doing Lego building competitions of some sort.
I'm fucking down.
I'm game
so
for it.
so there are a lot of details that yet have to be worked out, but that's going to come to fruition.
That's all
Fred,
right.
we're going to make more things for nobody.
Yeah.
These are just for us. So if you want
Sounds
to
great.
watch or don't. But
Again,
we would love to have you there. Please do watch.
If you do not know how to navigate Twitch, like I'm saying,
It'll be on YouTube
it'll be on YouTube later
after it's on Twitch.
But
Like a week later.
Twitch
Yeah.
is not for you. It's just not.
I have a story about getting a gift. that,
Please do. Yeah, hit
hit
us
me.
with it.
So my sister is an artist, very talented artist.
Yeah, I've seen some of her work.
But I, as a little child, I was not super artsy.
You didn't appreciate the arts.
Well, I mean, I did, but
How
like
much older is your sister than you, for reference?
16 years older than me.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
Yeah, she's quite older than
There's
me.
a real divide there.
Yeah, there is. My older sister is 18 years older than me. So
I didn't know you had two
I have two
sisters.
sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not aware of that.
Dude,
You've never met them. No one's ever met them.
No, but I'm aware of the one sister
Yeah.
because you have the nephew and
both,
stuff, and you
both
go out
my
to
sisters,
BC.
whom I love dearly, who watch the show. They are
Shout out.
much older than I am.
Okay.
So it's just
Yeah.
I pretty much grew up an only child.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
They were, but
Basically.
they were
More
the
or
ones
less.
who, like, I don't know, your closest sister Melissa. She definitely had some System of a Down CDs that
Oh,
you ended
yeah,
up
they-
with, and that
they introduced me to
They
some
they
pretty
really
fun
shaped
stuff.
our music taste.
Oh, for
because
sure.
you got the music, and then I ended up with the music, and it was sick. It was cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, you burned me a Linkin Park Meteora
yeah.
CD, and that was sick. But Simon had got a Christmas present that was not great. Let's hear
So-
about it.
hear
So
about it.
I didn't I didn't have any expectations or anything, but like 1 year, let me just put this in perspective, I guess. 1 year they got me an air hogs. You guys know what an air hog is?
Yeah,
I do
dude.
know what
Hell
an
yeah.
air hog is.
Which
man.
air hogs? Was it like the one the plane that you pumped up, or was
Yeah.
it like a remote control deal?
It was the plane that you pumped up.
Oh,
Yeah,
with-
okay,
I
so
had
it
a
was
few of those.
the air hogs.
The air
The
hog.
boy.
Yeah, the original one.
as seen on TV.
Yeah, with the like clear plastic air
I
tank.
know
Super
exactly
cool,
what you're
dude.
talking
You
about.
spin the propeller and you whip it
And then
across
it
the
just
field and it just
fucking
takes off.
Yeah, and then you
Those.
never see it
Yeah,
again.
yeah. So that was real cool. And I think that was the last gift I'd gotten from them. So just to put it in perspective, and I was like, yeah, like maybe it'll be something cool. So I open up this gift and it's like a clay fish. Like And I was like, I don't know, like 11, like something like that.
An air hog's plane to a clay fish.
Yeah.
How big was the clay fish?
It was like this.
Did it do anything?
No, it was just a clay fish. It was like a 2D outline, like a beautiful art piece.
Yeah, for sure.
But like a clay fish from the side, like a stylized cartoony.
You know what my child
clay
brother
fish.
would like? A clay fish.
So yeah, so I open this and I'm sitting there, I'm like, cool. Like, thanks.
Oh, man.
Oh no.
And I'm like, yeah,
That's a
it's really,
fish, all right.
It's really nice. Like I love
Did it
it.
have like high walls at all on it? Like,
No, it was like a
textured
flat
at all?
piece of clay
Okay.
with the fins sort of like curled up a little bit, and like it was beautiful in retrospect. Honestly, it was
Could
gorgeous.
you use it for an ashtray?
I don't have it anymore.
Okay, but could you have at that time? Would it
I mean,
be
it
considered?
was just a flat piece, so
so
it would be like a
no.
dinner plate. So it'd be
Okay.
like mashing onto a dinner plate. Like you
You
could
can do it.
I guess. Yeah, you could, but there's no like sides or anything.
Oh my god! What would my 11-year-old brother love? An ashtray that I made with love.
So yeah, so that was also
Do you
a
still
time.
have the fish?
No, so I could not. I tried. Like I was a
You couldn't
gracious
feign-
child.
you couldn't feign the
there
interest.
There were lots of times when I was like totally dissatisfied with the
Yeah,
gift.
absolutely crestfallen.
and they didn't know.
Oh, man.
This time I couldn't. Like I just couldn't do it. I tried desperately to be like, yeah, this is really cool, and it just didn't happen. Like I was saying all the things, but everyone was like, okay, yeah, no, he doesn't.
This,
like it.
this 9-year-old is
Yeah.
not going to win any Academy
Yeah.
Awards as a result of this fucking fish.
And so my sister actually wound up taking the fish back.
Oh
She was
my
like,
God.
"Oh, he
That
doesn't
was your
like it.
fish.
That's okay." But I didn't mind. It's okay.
That's your fish, though.
Yeah. So that's my
At
story.
least now I have nothing.
that'll teach me.
I don't
for-
even have a damn fish.
Yeah.
You were an angler, right? You were big into fishing. That's why she gave you the fish.
No.
No, you weren't an angler.
So
You weren't into fly fishing or anything like that.
At 11 years old, no.
Oh, that's too bad, dude.
you know, it's very funny. As I get older, my gifts that like on my birthday that I get from my parents are becoming more and more practical.
I don't get gifts anymore.
Well, I mean, like
I haven't gotten to
I
gifts
think
yet.
like 2 years ago, like I was talking about, I need to like vacuum out my truck and stuff.
Yeah.
So for my birthday, I just get like a gift card to go get my vehicle cleaned.
Nice. dude.
Actually,
Man,
I think that's actually
a
pretty
good
good.
gift.
That's
I'm
actually
like,
pretty
oh,
tight,
you're
yeah.
giving me all things that I can use in my adult life.
Yeah.
But I'm still very much living under your roof, so you guys shouldn't get me
My
anything.
bedroom is under your bedroom.
Mom,
like-
Dad, we need to talk about the gifts. As long as I'm under your roof, I expect Lego.
I expect air hogs planes, and I will not accept a fish.
I wonder if you can still buy an air hogs.
I don't know. I know they
I'd
still
buy a-
use the name.
Yeah, I know they don't make like the actual air hogs anymore, but I bet you somewhere on eBay for an exorbitant amount of money, someone's selling an original air hogs.
No, but like
They all got destroyed hammering into brick walls
Yeah, that's
and
oh, yeah.
roads.
That
and
stupid
stuff.
little plastic nozzle
Yeah.
that would break off if you looked at it wrong.
Yeah.
They're all gone.
Dude, that's just every Air Hogs product
Yeah.
that they ever made.
Yeah.
Like everything from the original Air Hogs plane and presumably the late 90s all the way to present day fucking Air Hogs like
Yeah.
mini helicopters. They're all built like crap.
Yeah, but you know what? Hey, maybe it's a good thing they're built like crap. I read a news article the other day about a guy who's like an early 20s guy who had his hobby was rotary aircraft, like
That guy.
helicopters.
yeah.
Yeah, so he had a model helicopter that was huge. It was probably like 1.5 meters long, like just the body. Like it was,
Okay,
it was
right.
massive, and the blades were huge. So he was flying his model helicopter at a park, and it decapitated him. Straight up.
You know, I'm gonna
Guys,
I'm gonna
you know
say
what the
this, dude,
saddest
and I
part of
don't
the-
think that there's that much correlation between that guy and toy tiny helicopters.
You know
No,
what?
there is not. I just wanted to tell a story about a
You know
guy.
That's a
getting
good story,
decapitated.
though. Where were you going before I cut you off so rudely?
Man, here's the thing. Here's the saddest part about the whole story. The guy died a virgin.
You're not wrong.
Man, if you have that, I'm
Oh, yeah.
sorry, but
Yeah. You're either already married
Your
or you're never going
Yeah,
to.
you
be.
gotta-
He was in his
gotta get-
early 20s, so
Yeah.
his priorities were...
I feel like the range of people who are into like $20,000 model helicopters is exclusively
Do you
guys in
think
their
a damn
60s.
woman is going to let you buy a $20,000 model helicopter? Are you fucking stupid? They should leave you immediately if that's what you're spending your money on.
Oh,
Immediately.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a single man's game.
Yeah.
That's a
is-
single man or an old man.
I was gonna say
for sure.
the demographics are entirely men in their 60s. Like,
Yeah. I
almost
like that.
certainly, yeah.
See, that's respectable. Man's worked his entire life. Let him play with some damn
Oh, yeah.
planes.
Let him go out with dignity, taking his head off in a public park with a $20,000 toy.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Oh my god.
So Skinwalker Ranch, there are aliens and shit.
Are we even gonna bother at this point?
I don't know, man. Honestly, this might just be a talking shit
like
episode.
nobody's
Nobody's
nobody
stuck
got
around to
this
this
far.
point. There's no
That's
way.
what you think. I know for a fact a lot of people watch the entire thing.
Well,
Jeez.
if you were still listening to this, I love you.
We laud you
legitimately.
for
I
sticking
hear
around.
from these people.
And I will do sexual favors for you. Just saying. Just saying.
I hear
We're
from
gonna be
these
talking.
people.
We're gonna be talking to your girlfriend about that as well.
Dude, this is-
Simon's.
come on.
Simon's.
little did you realize.
I was gonna say Simon's threatening, but Simon is offering sexual favors to our viewers to stick around. He's sharing his fantasies about going to Mexico and mowing down cartel members and having multiple wives and wearing fancy underpants. He's really come loose on this one.
At least she knows that she can't take anything I say seriously. So
The
I think we'll be okay.
The summer bees are hitting you a little bit.
the summer bees.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah, it's true. I don't usually drink on these shows, but I did this time.
I mean,
Yeah, two whole drinks, dude.
Yeah, I'm such a lightweight dude.
Yeah.
Like these days when I drink, like it's like I legitimately have been drinking more often lately. But
Yeah.
for me, drinking more often means like I just did it a couple days more often. I didn't go hard. Like I can't drink a ton anymore.
No.
I will literally fall over dead.
At the beginning of the pandemic, well, I know you've got like heart issues.
Yeah,
so
I
you
can
gotta
literally
kinda
feel. I
take
can feel it
easy.
right now from this.
Man, that is not good. I'm
Like
sorry
I
to
don't.
hear that.
I don't drink that much. I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The beginning of the pandemic, I was fucking going hard, dude. I was pounding handles of Crown, and I was like to the point.
You're not alone.
I think I was to the point genuinely. Like I drank kind of hard. Me and my dear boy Braden, he was in town a few weeks ago, and Brett fucking
I love that boy.
obliterated himself with an edible and just went MIA. But Braden
I
and
got
I
abducted
killed.
by aliens and lost
Yeah,
my time.
Exactly.
Brett had an encounter with the Men in Black.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Braden and I killed a bottle of bourbon between the two of us.
I'm sorry I didn't make it to that.
Oh, no worries,
was
dude.
seeing-
You were watching a movie.
Yeah, I was
you
seeing-
were seeing the new
My
Bond.
lady and I saw Bond.
That's nice. Was he good?
It was good.
That's
It
nice.
was it was good in the way that all Bond movies are, in that
Yeah.
they're fun,
Yeah.
and the set pieces are beautiful, and they're cool to watch, but they are entirely forgettable.
I like
so
I like
there's
the
no
Sean
point.
Connery ones. I kind of don't fuck with Daniel Craig.
I
kinda-
like Daniel Craig.
I
Pierce
like
Brosnan,
Pierce
though?
Brosnan better,
He's the
dude.
man.
He was the Bond of our childhood, man.
That's right.
That's our guy. That's
get
the
that.
man from
That
the
tall
N64
hair.
movie.
I get that. Also, Bond, like, until recently, Bond has been very like,
You gotta have blonde as
Ton
a
and-
brunette, dude.
yeah,
That's true.
Yeah,
You can't have a blonde Bond. What the fuck?
yeah, that's true. Like, you guys
I don't make the rules, man. It's just it is what it is.
Yeah, I did like Pierce Brosnan. Like, he was a good Bond.
Pierce Brosnan rocked as Bond.
Back in the day, it was definitely a little more tongue in cheek too. These days, I
Yeah.
feel like Bond is a lot more serious.
Man, Odd Job in Goldfinger.
Yeah.
Fucking
about-
with the throne hat. That's
Yeah.
cool.
What about the guy who just was named Jaws, who had metal teeth?
Which one is that?
I don't know, but that is a ridiculous. As
Is
far
that-
as a villain goes,
I don't
Which
know.
one is that? I know what you're talking about, but
and it's like
and there's a
they
movie called
cle-
Thunder Pussy.
Yeah, there is.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
there's a fucking.
I believe you. You don't have to look it up. I
Isn't
believe
there a
you.
Bond Thunder Pussy? Am I making that up?
You might
Octopussy.
be.
Octopussy, isn't it?
Thunder Pussy.
I'm pretty sure that's just a defunct podcast.
No, it's a rock band. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, dude.
But isn't Octopussy like a Bond thing, or is
Yeah,
that
it
like
is. It is.
Yeah.
That's one of the. Women's
Octopussy.
name.
1983 film.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, it's.
Okay, so I made that up. That was a Roger Moore James Bond movie, and I don't think I've seen a lot of those ones.
No, I haven't.
I saw the really old ones in the 70s. like where he's like jumping over crocodiles and shit. Have you seen the old Bond movies? Or
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the Sean Connery ones from the 60s.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm thinking
Are
of,
those
yeah.
are six? Maybe those are 70s. I don't know.
Man, I don't know.
Those rock. Goldfinger fucking
Yeah,
kicks ass,
They
dude.
were great.
Like
Honestly though, I do like the Daniel Craig Bond movies. Like,
They're fun.
yeah, they're fun. Like
I
don't
have no qualms with them. They're fun.
they're fun. They're good movies. They're well made. Skyfall, honestly, it was fantastic.
haven't seen Skyfall. I didn't see. I think I stopped at Quantum of Solace.
That wasn't great. Quantum of Solace wasn't great.
That's what
but
took me out of it.
Skyfall was legitimately fantastic. In my opinion, Skyfall is the best Bond movie.
Genuinely, the fucking didn't Sam Smith do the theme for that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever Bond music that Sam Smith did actually kicks ass, and I'm really not a Sam Smith fan. I'm not a Sam Smith fan, but it's not like in my lane so much. And
Man.
the song that they did for that kicked ass.
We've been talking about having a movie night for a while.
We should have a
At
movie
some
night.
point.
The people of the podcast definitely need to know about it.
It's very important
Okay, yeah,
that they
fair
know
enough.
our
No.
No,
Let it rip because
we're-
I'm just being a dickhead, dude.
No,
We're so far off
legitimately-
the fucking tracks.
Yeah.
Go to town,
It
dude.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, we still gotta watch Hereditary.
Yeah,
we
but
got that one.
But if you're gonna watch Skyfall, you need a big screen.
Oh, you think you're better than me?
No. I'm just saying. I'm just saying
Yes, yeah,
that
absolutely.
need-
You have a much. I
a
will say
projector.
that you are better than me in the way that you have a much better movie setup.
I don't think that
Your
makes me
movie setup
better.
is
The
better.
movie
than
setup
mine,
is better.
which makes you better than me.
I'll allow it. You gotta, but yeah, you guys gotta come watch movies.
I'd love to do that, dude. I have some Spencer movies I'd like to show you as well.
What we need to do, boys, I'm talking the new Fast and Furious, where they're
dude.
just in
Yes,
space.
yes,
and
Oh
it
my
yes.
God, dude.
I need some ridiculousness because that movie at one point was about car racing.
The only ones that I've seen are Too Fast, Too Furious, and Tokyo Drift, and I genuinely love Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo
No,
Drift is
Tokyo
fantastic.
Drift-
What year did that movie come out?
It
That
was
was
2001, I think.
2003, I think.
Yeah.
It's like it's the first Fast and Furious, and then it's Tokyo
You know what I
Drift.
think? I think it was 4 because I saw it. Maybe it was 3. But I remember because my dear boy Aaron Beletsky, who I haven't spoken to in many years, had a birthday sleepover with myself and this other fella, and we got from the VHQ. Thank you for what is that movie? Thank you for smoking.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got that. That's like an 18A movie, and then we got Tokyo Drift, and we watched both of them. Fucking banger of a sleepover, dude.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Thank
You know
for
what?
Smoking
It
was
had to
funny.
have been later because we rented Rayman Raving Rabbids.
Okay.
So that would have been like 06 or
Fast
something.
4 was like 2009. I want to
Okay.
say.
Yeah, I have no idea
Something
about
like
the
that?
chronology of those movies.
Yeah.
Man, no, it's wild.
I fucking
because,
love
like,
Fast and Furious.
Tokyo Drift just chronologically is like the 5th movie.
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
It's
Kicks
so
ass,
weird.
dude.
Dude, I
Lil Bow Wow with his fucking was that an
Hulk.
arrow star with the fucking
Yeah,
Hulk
with the
fist
Hulk
on the
fist,
side of it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Man, how do you get an arrow star in Tokyo?
I don't know, but he did it.
He
And it had a
apparently
great
was
paint.
able to get anything.
Yeah.
If you've watched the movie.
You're right about
Yeah,
that.
he got anything.
Yeah, Jordans and
like
shit.
I unironically fucking love Fast and Furious. You
You're
can't take
not
it,
you're not alone on that.
No.
you
I
can't
love
take
them.
it serious, but like dude,
I
it's so
like
good.
I
If
don't,
you're
but I know that
just
lots of
looking
people do.
for a fun time.
I
watch
still
it.
I still
It's
love
funny.
the first one the most though.
Family.
Family. Did you guys hear about they like tallied up the family like tally in each movie, and in the first one they only say it once.
Okay.
Okay.
And then in each movie it just gets
It
more and
gets
more and more.
progressive.
And in
They've
the
made
last
a
one,
chart.
yeah, in the last one they mentioned it like 16 times or something. Like
They
Yeah.
did. They used statistics to figure out how many times they said family.
Call
They
back
did.
to
They did.
earlier in the
Yeah.
episode.
I need to know the mean, median, and mode of family.
Man, what's
I don't know,
what's a
but
mode, dude?
it's up there.
It's been a while. Wow.
You know what
None
I
of the
learned though?
numbers
I learned
repeat.
about nodes today because
yeah,
I was
that's
learning
fun.
about cryptocurrency and
Oh,
I
yeah.
was learning about
I've been learning about nodes too, but not about cryptocurrency. I'm back into Kerbal Space Program, and I've been learning how to put shit in orbit.
you fucking dork.
But
just kidding.
You're not wrong.
Man, I never got into that game. I should take a swing at it.
I'm gonna teach Andrew how to play it.
Yeah.
One of the things he asked me about, he's asked me multiple times about Kerbal Space Program.
He's gonna lose himself to that new computer. I know you're listening
Good.
at this
He's
point.
gonna get
Andrew's for
good.
sure listening.
he's gonna get lost in the sauce. But
he
that's
just
good.
spent more money on that than he's ever spent on anything in his
Yeah.
life, and he's gonna go. He was telling me one of his biggest reservations about buying a computer was just like I don't want to get lost in it. man,
He's gonna get lost.
Andrew,
Sauce.
listen to this. You're getting lost, dude, and I can't wait. You're gonna be in cyberspace. You're gonna be an internet boy.
I fucking love Andrew, but he feels bad for taking time for himself.
He should really knock it off. He
Yeah.
needs to just have some peace and enjoy leisure time.
Like you can, like there is such a thing as too much, but like
for
you
sure.
can't feel bad for taking a few hours to do something.
It's not
you
like
enjoy.
he's shirking his responsibilities to
No.
do it or anything
No.
like that. He does his job.
Yeah, he gets
But
his
if you
job
have
done
like
and
downtime and you don't have anything, like if you're gonna do something that's going to bring you joy and it's not going to interfere with your life in any negative way,
Do it.
go to town, dude.
Yeah.
Frag some noobs on the internet for
Andrew-
64 hours in a week.
But Andrew feels bad if he's not like reading a book or something, you know, like unless he's
Yeah.
doing something that you consider productive, he doesn't like it.
I hate to tell you this, Andrew, but they're not going to give you a degree for reading Anthony Bourdain books. So
They might. We don't know.
We don't know.
shots fired, shots fired, shots fired. But no, I'm looking forward to playing PUBG
yeah,
with the boy again, and him bullying me for the fact that I refuse to lean. I
remember
I
that.
refuse to learn how to play the game, dude. I'm peeking out of the fucking cover with my whole body the whole time.
Dude, I can't play PUBG anymore. People are too good. I can't.
Let's just play with bots, man. Let's
You
have a good time.
can't. You can't anymore. I loved PUBG when there was bots everywhere because I'm trash, and now there's no bots.
Here's the problem ultimately with you guys trying to get me into this shit is you know how I am with shit, and I will just lose my life.
Good.
Every
Good.
day, every hour that I am not
Good.
doing my school shit,
And I hope
will
so.
just be doing that.
Good.
See,
we need someone who's good at the game.
we need a boy number 4, and we
Yeah.
got 3 boys at the moment. Because do we know anyone else with a fucking computer, really?
Riley.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, Riley.
He
That's
doesn't really. He doesn't
If
really like
Riley's
shooters,
probably
though.
not listening, but if he is, I'm sorry, dude.
He also doesn't really care for shooters.
Yeah.
Um,
I thought he liked PUBG.
Yeah, I mean he has an Xbox though. Like he plays it on Xbox.
Yeah,
like
he's wrong about that though.
whenever
He's on the wrong side of history.
Absolutely.
whenever Braden, Riley, and Chris and I play, it's always on the Xbox. Like we're
Yeah.
always playing on Xbox.
Yeah.
That's because that's what everyone has, right? Like
Yeah.
like Braden and Chris don't have gaming PCs.
I think I might get back into CS:GO. I was never good at it, but
I've never tried it.
dude, it fucking rocks.
fun.
That's fun as a squad. Holy hell, is that fun? That's got a similar appeal
It's
to
pure
PUBG.
chaos.
Yeah, I wanted to get into it, but I didn't because I assumed that it's been out for as long as I've been alive, and people will be so good
well,
at it
Source,
that I can't.
Source was anyway.
Yeah.
Um,
No.
which is
yeah.
the same fucking
This is
game.
the
Yeah,
same
it's
game.
the same game,
Yeah,
just different graphics.
New
at this
graphics,
point.
yeah.
It is so much fun. Just you're only playing Dust 2 all day.
There are so many military games that I fucking love. Like, have you guys ever played Arma?
No, you've kind of tried to like drag
It
us
is
into Arma
far
every
too
once in a
realistic
while.
It's
for my
insanely
liking.
hard.
Seems like too much, yeah.
I
And that's like when we go out to airsoft and everybody else is larping and I'm out there in my fucking red pants.
Guilty.
That's what Arma is to me. Like
Yeah.
as much fun as it would be, I think that I would be a big problem for the squad because I would not want to do what everybody else wanted to do.
I have a story about this. So I don't remember the name of the game, but it's a super realistic military squad based shooter where you get grouped into a squad and you can only talk to your squad and you have to work
Oh
with them.
no, I know what you're talking about.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Name?
Apex Legends.
Fuck's sake. I don't remember what it's called.
Insurgency? Maybe?
No, Insurgency is another one I was going to talk
That's
about.
like
There's
super-
like it's
Oh no,
Hell
no.
Let Loose, maybe?
Insurgency is a kind of like halfway
Time
realistic.
Splitters 3.
Fuck off! I thought you were going to be serious.
No, dude.
I don't remember the name of this fucking game. I bought it on Steam. It was on sale, and I was playing it, and I got put into a squad.
Quake 3 Arena.
Off. I was trying to I was just trying to figure out the game, and I got put into a squad. I jumped into an armored vehicle, and I'm literally just sitting there in the vehicle, not saying anything, and I'm listening to these two guys talk while they were driving around, and these two guys were obviously ex-military from the way they were talking.
Yeah, or just turbo dorks.
Or turbo dorks, but they
They're stealing Valor online. That's a thing now.
they
Army Rangers 4th Division. Blah, 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 blah.
I don't mean that. I just mean like the mannerisms.
The way that
like
they were
just
talking.
the way the words that they were using is like obvious, like not I want to say jargon isn't like, you know, like they were using the like the NATO phonetic alphabet. I mean,
Yeah.
like just the way that
It's
the
a couple of jarheads. In
yeah,
there.
exactly. So they were talking like that, and then at one point they just stopped the vehicle in the middle of nowhere, and they were like, "Hey, can you get out?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, okay. What do you need me to do?" And then he was like, "Yeah, just get out and stand over there." And so I just get out of the car and they just drive off, and then I get shot in the head. that was my entire experience with that game, and I was like,
Man,
yeah,
you should have immediately thrown a grenade into the vehicle. As you leave it.
But yeah, they were not happy that I didn't know what I was doing. They were like, "Yeah, there's no place for you here. Get out." I'll find out the name.
You
of
know
that,
what I really desperately want to win? I really fucking want to win an Oculus Quest 2.
That'd be cool.
Because there are a bunch of like, they're not like super realistic shooters, but the cool thing about the Quest 2, it's pretty good for what it is.
It's
for
all
the
inclusive.
cost.
Yeah. You don't even need like on the Vive or whatever. Where
You had the Vive,
stations.
which was nuts.
Vive
It was so cool at the time, but it cost so much fucking money.
It was also in some ways actually kind of garbage.
Okay. Yeah. See, I only saw the one game where you got to fucking
Gorn.
Gorn.
Fucking Gorn was
you
the
knew
shit.
you know where I was going with
Dude,
that.
I fucking love Gorn.
I hope they have Gorn on Oculus Quest too.
My roommate bought an Oculus Quest 2 and I told him about Gorn and he tried it and he didn't like it and I lost a little respect.
So fucking
He's
wrong
very
about
wrong.
that, dude. Gorn rock.
Gorn
Just
is the coolest game.
Beating people to death with other people?
Yeah. Or you get a
What?
spear,
Dude,
you get a spear and you stab
It's-
someone through the chest and you rip their heart out and
Dude.
you hold their beating heart in front of them while they die.
That's
So it's
not
a,
how any of
you know,
that
for-
works, but I love it.
For Brett the History Boy, it's a fucking it's a Coliseum game. It's like a gladiator game.
Yeah,
Man,
you're a
that is
gladiator.
tight.
It kicks
Yeah.
fucking ass,
It's
dude.
super cartoony.
There are all
with,
these
like-
like legionnaires coming at you,
Yeah.
and you can you get the option of so many different weapons. There's
Yeah.
like morning stars and flails and shit.
And it's
then if you
physics-based.
kill somebody, you can pick them up and fucking kill
Yeah.
other people. With them.
You can grab someone. You can like grab their shoulder and then like grab their arm and rip their arm off of them.
Yeah.
and then
Beat them to
beat
death.
them to death with it.
so
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, it's
Oh
very
my
cool.
So
God.
we
This
should
is just chaos.
given the trajectory of this podcast, we should all just buy Oculus Quest 2s
I
and
would
become an
love
Oculus
to.
Quest
I am
boy.
so poor right now.
I have no fucking money.
I'm so poor.
I already stated that I was going to try to win one. So that,
Yeah.
if that isn't the poorest fucking thing one could
The
say.
the cost of living has gone up so much, and
Yeah.
nobody is shopping right now, which means that no one's breaking debit machines, which means that I have nothing to do.
That is too bad.
So
dude.
like I'm fucking broke.
Man, you know what you need to be
I
doing?
can start going into places and just smashing.
Well,
their
yeah,
machines.
we're gonna gorn some debit machines for you,
Please
dude.
do.
We're gonna take debit machines and kill other debit machines with them.
just rip them out of the fucking wall at like fast food
Just
places.
just like fucking touchdown dance them into the ground.
Ugh!
Oh,
did
sorry,
I
was that a little too hard?
did I break that? Oh, I'm sorry. My steroids kicked in.
I gotta leave.
Oh my god.
See ya.
Hey, are you the guy who's been going around to every McDonald's and breaking them debit machines?
No.
No, that's some other guy.
That's
I don't know.
another handsome bald man.
Beautiful
Oh, man.
bald baby. What are we at time wise on this
Man,
one?
we've been-
1 hour 47
Man,
minutes.
we've been at it for a hot minute. But
So
we
should
have
we
said about 3 words.
should we
about
just say
Skinwalker.
aliens one more time? Just say the word
Skinwalker.
Aliens.
can we please at least talk about like cattle mutilation?
We could
At this point, I honestly think we should do it. We should do an actual Skinwalker.
We could do that.
Well,
episode.
next week we can.
Hey,
do a
Skinwalker
episode.
Ranch round 3 coming up next week, folks.
Round 3, fight.
We'll try
This
our
time for real,
best,
though.
but we haven't seen each other for a long time, so
the problem.
We needed.
You know what we need to
just
do?
chit chat.
You know what we need to do? If we're gonna keep doing this, when we should, we need to do an unfocused podcast.
Yeah.
and then we need to do a focused podcast.
Well,
For
that was the I think the plan, wasn't it? At some point.
Brick Boys,
yeah.
dude.
But
Or something else. I
let's
don't know.
let's be real though. If we were doing Brick Boys, it would go on for 4 hours, and we just never get to the other one.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
We should
Which
still
I'm not mad
we
about.
still have to do Brick Boys.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
they would definitely have to be separate dates. 'Cause
Yeah, most likely.
you
We're
couldn't do
doing
both
we're
in one
doing
day.
Brick Boys. I want to do Brick Boys. I'm gonna be ticked if we don't do Brick Boys.
We're gonna do it.
We
You
will.
need to clear out some space in your garage, and we'll fucking move the lights.
I
in there.
think that's what's actually gonna happen. I'll show you guys the table after this. It actually is super nice.
Does your garage have a heater?
Yeah, dude, it has a furnace in it,
Oh
man.
yeah, that's right. Because we
Does
used
it
to
have
And it works.
access
We used to
to
throw knives
internet?
at the wall.
We did, yeah.
Because-
My wife loved it when we senselessly and I shouldn't even say we. I will take full. She'll never listen to this.
No.
There's no chance. She listened to episode 1. She'll never listen to another one, and I respect that about her.
Yep.
Yeah, I made the executive decision that in my brand new house, we should go out to the garage. We should get a dartboard first. And so it started with a dartboard. That was lots of fun. That was fine.
Darts
We're
is
hitting
fun, yeah.
darts
Yeah,
into
darts is
fucking
fun.
the drywall like crazy, and that is what it is. Whatever. You can fill that in. that quickly evolved into knife throwing, or more so devolved into knife throwing. And first and foremost, we'd like boxes and stuff like that with like styrofoam. We're throwing knives at the styrofoam. And then after that, it was just like, hey, let's just throw knives at the wall. So there are still to this day probably about 52 knife holes in one piece of drywall. And let me tell you, Lauren was not pleased. She's like, why would you destroy your own property? You
like,
fucking idiot.
It's just drywall.
It is just drywall, but I mean, like, why fucking, why though?
I remember once we were doing that, and Monica came out and was like just standing there watching us whip
like,
shit at the
horrified.
wall, and she was like, and then she just went back inside, and later when we were left, she was like, "What the fuck were you doing? like what is wrong with you?" I'm like, "We're relaxed. Like, we know
Spencer said we could do it. He owns the home." Yeah. And little did you know that Lauren was having the exact same conversation with me at that time, but probably even angrier.
Yeah, probably a lot angrier.
I distinctly remember at the time throwing knives at your wall.
Yeah, we threw a lot of knives at the wall. It wasn't on accident. It was fully on purpose.
Remember that time we were gonna go shoot a car?
Yeah, Andrew at one point. Andrew's
happened.
got, man, his CRV is burning oil now.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Whoa.
It's too bad. You had a CRV that burned oil?
I had a CRV where the engine exploded.
Right.
Yeah,
Andrew,
two cylinders
hopefully
cracked.
things go well.
Yeah.
I think it'll get back on track, but that is really too bad. But it's a pretty nice vehicle overall. But
that thing will run forever.
It will run forever. And I hope that whatever's going on with it improves. But at one point he had an Accord and he had a parts Accord, and we were gonna go shoot the parts Accord at an undisclosed location. We didn't end up doing it.
The women said no.
Sorry?
The women said no.
Yes, they did say no. They said no in a big way, and they were right.
The voice of reason said no. The voice of reason. The people who are correct in this situation.
It would have been cool, though. Like, we could have, I don't know, we were talking to a mechanic. We could have scraped all the VIN numbers off.
Yeah.
Would have been fine. And then we would have torched it. That's fine, right?
Yeah.
As we talk about electric cars earlier in this
torch
thing.
it in dry ass Saskatchewan. That's a great idea.
Where
boys.
we were going, there wasn't a lot of greenery.
Yeah.
We won't give up the location. But,
We actually can't go there anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they locked it down.
That's very funny.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of people would have gone to jail eventually for doing something.
It's too bad. People used to ride their dirt bikes and stuff around there all the time.
That is too bad.
Yeah.
So that's done now?
Yeah, it's like it
So
always was.
where would you go to shoot now? You just have to go to a fucking...
Go to the range, go to someone's farm.
Yeah.
So when did this happen?
Last year, I think.
Because I thought you went shooting really recently. Didn't you go shoot a hard drive?
Yes.
Okay, you didn't go shoot a hard drive by the look on your face.
No, we did, but we just... I'll talk about that later.
We found a spot. Don't worry about it.
The Men in Black are going to take this episode away too.
And me, apparently.
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness.
That's too funny though.
Yeah.
It's very funny that you guys were like, but our women said no. Yeah. Of course they did. They have a fucking brain in their head, guys.
Shut up, dude.
Yeah.
What do you think? You're fucking better than us?
You can't tell me not to go
I'd be
shoot
right
a car.
there with you. I would love to do that, but I know it's fucking stupid.
Dude,
we didn't say we didn't know it was stupid.
Yeah, I know it's dumb. I was gonna do it anyway.
The dumbest thing I have heard in a hot minute.
I don't even know if I call it that dumb. You're
it was fine.
It's
It would have
fun.
been fine.
It would have been cool.
It would have been very cool. Yeah, well, maybe one day we still can.
Yeah.
See,
We just need to get a new car to shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were gonna do like Street Fighter 2 fucking bonus sequence on that thing. We're gonna beat that car to fucking death. I think they did end up mudding it and then they destroyed it, and I don't know.
Yeah.
They may or may not have left it somewhere.
That'll happen.
I don't think they did actually. I think
Couldn't
they
you
took
just,
it
like,
back
take
in,
to
and
a
I think
scrapper?
Yeah,
I think they did actually take it to a scrapper.
At least you
no,
get something
genuinely
for
they
it.
took it to a scrapper. And actually, you should probably edit out whose name I said as the car.
Okay.
Yeah, probably knock out our dear pal's name.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to listen to it twice. It's gonna be a whole thing.
Because I don't think he actually did. No, you know what? It's fine. He didn't commit a crime. They definitely did take it to a scrapper.
No, I know Andrew, and I know he would want.
Here
to
we
get
go,
some
saying
money
his
for
name
it.
again.
For all the police officers listening, he definitely recycled this car.
I genuinely do know that he did
No, I'm
recycle
sure he
the
did.
car.
I
They did.
can just bleep it. You know
But I think
that,
they did
right?
destroy it. Yeah, you should bleep all the names that were related with this story.
Just
Okay.
bleep the whole
Bleep
episode.
everything from from the new vehicle to this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will hopefully remember to do so.
I'll
Except
send
for
you a
I
message
can't do
about
it in the audio version because I don't know how to in Audacity.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
So
okay.
the audio version, it might just be cut out. Who's to say?
I like that. That's fine.
Okay,
It's fine.
I can just cut that out. I can just cut this whole story out.
Just go, ah!
Just scream loudly.
Just record yourself yelling loud
also-
like that, where you
Yeah.
can see the P.
I
you can see
will
the P on
also
that.
be
So that you can
deleting
still hear that
peak
underneath?
out of there.
Man, don't.
Because I
Leave that
don't
in
want to
there.
have my ears fucking blow up.
But the thing is, you're gonna have your ears blow up.
It's 1 a.m. and Brett's editing the podcast, and suddenly his ears are just bleeding.
Yeah.
Oh man. So this has been Dugos, be real.
Yeah, it
hasn't
has been. It's been fun
has
though.
been.
Like
We've had a
great
fun time.
That has been a good
We should
time.
do more just hanging out, probably.
I think we should probably change the name.
No, we keep the name. I think
We have great art.
I think the thing is, man, is we keep the name. The art's already done.
Yeah.
But we just need to hang out more often
Yeah.
and not have
The
microphones
podcast,
in
the
front of us.
podcast just gets called The Thing About It Is.
yeah.
Oh man. But no, this has been Do Ghosts Be Real.
It has indeed.
Socials will obviously be down at the bottom of the screen if I remember to put them in. We'll see. But you know,
Sorry to everybody that we hurt with this one.
we don't need to apologize. Just remember, the Men in Black came and visited us. I'm pretty sure I was lobotomized at one point. So
Yeah, that was the least of it, honestly.
I was probulized.
Yeah, I'm still sore, dude.
we're all sitting on donuts. We're all sitting on hemorrhoid donuts right now. But you know, we appreciate you listening, and it's been another great week. We will
And
see
another
you next time.
great episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it actually is fantastic.
That was pretty
I
fun.
had
Yep.
a lot of
It
fun.
was a fun episode.
Well, see you guys.
We love you. Don't forget about the sexual favors.